There's also magazine.
Okay, we're no longer.
I brought it back up. It should be coming out.
Shut the fuck up.
It's here. It's just that it's not actually showing the stream yet.
I should have gotten a kickstart. I woke up at 6 this morning.
Do we have a Patreon?
Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Guys.
Remember that was one of the first things I did.
That was
Donate
the first
money
thing
to our Patreon.
And I literally haven't done anything with it since. I haven't even checked it.
What are their awards?
We could actually have money.
I doubt it. We don't even have rewards for it, do we?
Guys, I put like bullshit ass rewards, like they make us do things, let us make videos.
Hey Jack. Hey Josh. If we ever get
Since the
contacted by
live
Dollar
stream is
Shave Club, can we just make a
offline.
video of us shaving our balls with their products?
That's the only live one there is.
Dollar Shave Club is what I use
The
to
live
shave my
stream
pubes, you
stuff is
feel me?
Don't go to videos, go to home.
I tried it on home and videos, get the same shit.
I would so be down.
This is why we need to live stream on
Josh, if
Twitch.
you got a sponsorship from Dollar Shave Club, would you shave your sideburns?
No. I would shave my balls, but I wouldn't shave my sideburns.
I would totally fucking shave my balls for a video and let someone record it. I do that
Just
normally.
post it on Pornhub.
You normally shave your balls?
You wanna see my balls right now, dude?
Escape out of the...
You wanna see my balls right now, dude?
No.
Jonah,
Okay.
when I saw you in this, I thought
Ah, I'm flattered by that, actually.
Let me see it.
It's just me with
in
the
America.
it's just me
I
with the
don't know
American
why.
flag on my head.
Just that profile shot.
actually...
That's so good. It's true. The jawline. Something that Jack severely lacks.
In junior high, I had a pretty solid
Just
Matt
like
Smith cosplay.
me and not being fat.
Oh, hang on, we're live, and the
Holy
audio. We have
fuck.
mic audio, but it's pretty quiet.
My pussy.
Pussy. Yeah,
Fuck.
the game is much louder than it is.
Yeah,
Well, we
it's
can
super.
turn down game volume.
I've turned down game audio. How's it balancing now?
Hang
Gay,
on, we're
gay,
still
I
a
am
bit
gay.
behind.
Shoot the gun and touch my
I'll just mute game audio.
President
Yeah, why
Bevil.
Don't mute the game audio, Sebas.
We'll put in our own. Can you turn on subtitles?
No.
We're not muting game
No.
audio.
You have to hear
My-
Wesker.
My back, like my pussy.
Alright, that's
talk
much more
for, like,
balanced.
any of it except for at the very beginning in the cutscene.
Alright, we should be good.
I'm majorly.
See,
fucking
I think
with
they
my
should have had options for the cutscene where you could have done the really, like, crappy old remake cutscene, where it's like the live action intro.
Alright, we're good. Everybody, introduce yourselves.
Hello, Resident Evil.
Wait, should I
Fuck
do
you,
the Resident Evil thing first?
bitch?
Sure. Okay, Josh, count it off.
Hold on. Ready?
Do it!
3. Shut up. 2, 1.
Fuck you!
What is this?
This is not Resident Evil.
What kind of PlayStation 3 UI is this?
I know.
There's a
Jesus.
surprising amount of PS4 games that do that.
This is what I meant.
I really hate the PlayStation
Okay.
3 UI. I
Okay.
just hate it.
It's bad.
3, 2,
Fuck you.
1.
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, we could go home now. Good stream, guys.
Resident Penis.
Okay, do we want
What was that? What did he
do we want wide display or original display?
What was
Let's
that?
go
Oh, no,
fucking
Josh, what are you
original.
going with?
What is original display?
I don't
It'll
know.
I
be
think
4 by
original-
3.
I think it's
I think the original is
Yeah.
like the camera angles, like distance-wise.
No.
Like wide is much further out. Is it
No,
not?
It's 4:3 instead of widescreen.
yeah,
We're
we're just gonna
switch
go
it
with
and see
it.
if it actually
Because the
changes.
original was on the PlayStation, which was 4:3,
Oh, well.
not widescreen.
Well, too late
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Let's just go with the easy one. Cause why not?
Pussy.
Yes, pussy.
No, it's really satisfying just having a lot of screens in your view.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Garrett, you want to know what else was really satisfying? When you come home at the end of the day and you crack into a cold beer. This
Not when you
video-
fucking leave beer cans all over the apartment.
That is low blow.
Alpha team is flying around
That is a low.
situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots.
Holy shit, a helicopter.
team who disappeared. I look behind shoulder.
So, Josh, would you please explain?
Bizarre murder case.
Well, what's happening is there's
outlandish
this
reports of
family.
families.
Hey, Josh, look at you.
Josh, why are you still watching the cutscene? This is a
What?
speed run.
Josh, why
Skip
were
it.
we
I can't.
killed?
You can't skip this cutscene.
The Bravo.
Guys, this is the opening to Dead Rising 1.
No, there's the Bravo
Yeah,
team
because you're on a helicopter.
Yeah, pretty similar to
went to investigate this mansion, and then they
Bravo
crashed.
teams
And now the
was
Alpha
a
team
derelict.
is going in to check it out.
Or we could just let the
Bravo team
cutscene
going
do the
first.
speaking of us to the story, and we can fuck off.
Safe.
But the best quote in the game's coming up. It's a Wesker.
Is it the one where Jill says, I don't have a daddy, I'm independent?
No, there's Wesker.
We continued our search for
Look
the
at
other
that cutie.
members, and it turned into a nightmare.
Holy shit, he's so cool.
Wesker is a really good example of the limitation of the PlayStation 1, just because of how rock hard his face is.
He's got a chiseled face, man.
He's thick as
Well, to
freak.
be fair, he didn't even really look like that PlayStation 1. This is how he
This
looked
is
in the
technically
GameCube.
GameCube, yeah. The only real upgrade they did from between this and the PS4 is like frame rates and smoothing out a few textures.
Which one had the really weird live-action cutscene intro?
The original.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it?
Yeah, OGS, PS1, Resident Evil. PCs.
Was it the OG American one?
I think the American one had
Hey,
it.
Josh, look at you.
And then maybe the Japanese one had a different.
I don't know. That is a very real possibility. Now, this did come out back in the day when Japanese to American releases were super heavily changed.
I love how Jill's just like,
Well, this is fine.
Yeah,
this
she just
fucking
looks like
dog.
she doesn't really care. She looks so passive.
Oh no,
She's
Joseph!
traumatized.
I'm
She
gonna
looks
miss
at
you
you,
so
Josh.
much.
she looks over and
Come on!
This does actually look like.
Come here, come
Because it
on.
was.
It's me, Johnny
Yeah.
Cage from Mortal
This-
Kombat
again,
3.
they only upgraded a few textures in the frame rate. This cutscene is ripped straight from the GameCube.
Was it pre-rendered on the
I
game?
love
Yes, it was pre-rendered.
So yeah, they.
Oh, wait, listen to this quote. Just wait.
Chris, this way.
Chris, this way! There was no voice director for this entire game!
Chris, this way.
Johnny
Chris,
Cage.
this way!
Who needs breaths? Chris, this way.
Holy fuck, Frank West from Dead Rising.
This game had about as much direction as Sonic Adventure 2 voice acting.
Guys,
Which is to say, none at all.
if I bring my
You
copy
should
of Dead
check out
Rising
Sonic
Chop
Adventure
Till You
2's
Drop, can we play it
What?
for the Wii?
Which
What?
game?
Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop, the really shitty Wii port of
No.
Dead Rising.
You can have fun with that.
I love that
Nick,
game.
Enter
What
the
was the
survival
name of the
horror.
protagonist in Dead Rising 2?
Chuck Green.
I would have loved if in that opening cutscene,
There are
just
only-
Chuck fucking drives by on his motorcycle, just fucking jumps in the background.
He says, so you have zombies, huh?
In the Chris
His daughter is
version,
dead.
Barry's dead. That's
What
like-
is this
What?
place?
Which
And
is
the-
why we're playing the Jill version.
When you play as
Quite your
Chris,
ordinary
Barry's
house,
just dead.
That's for sure.
Hey, Whisker, where's Chris?
He's dead.
Jill, no.
He grew
Jill,
forward
no!
and his
What are
mouth
commas?
But we've got to find.
What was that? Chris?
No.
Do they use the original voices?
Jill?
No, this is separate voice acting.
I'm going
These
with
are
her.
new voice actors.
You want to know a game we should play?
Chris and I go back a long
Yes.
way.
Also, when you play as
The
Chris,
remake.
you don't have a
the
gun.
remake.
You two go.
They did a remake.
Yeah, Chris is basically hard
for a
mode.
night track.
Kinda.
So
Stay sharp.
But Chris has more health.
Yeah, and he's stronger.
It's just that you have less shit to actually work with. which
Yeah, you
puts
have
at
less
a-
space in your inventory.
and it puts you at a significant disadvantage.
I didn't even know you could play as anyone other than Jill. I've only ever seen people play as Jill.
Because-
Jill is like
That's
the.
because
It's,
Jill's the best
Dining.
character.
also, Jill is canonical to like the universe.
Well, so is Chris.
I love
Chris.
Chris,
is a huge
but I
player
like
in
Jill.
later
Well, no,
Resident
like
Evils.
this Jill's version
Is the
canonical
canonical.
because Barry's
okay.
alive in the later version.
That's true, yeah. Because I
Looking
know
for
Chris
all
comes
the
back
boosts.
and he's like a super overpowered anime badass in Resident Evil 7.
Dude, you should zoom in
He's in 7.
on that
yeah,
nice.
he was there at the ending, and there's a free DLC expansion
What
where he
is
plays.
it?
I didn't think there were any actual Resident Evil characters in that game.
No, there were
And what?
in 7. At the very end, they reveal Umbrella Corp, and they're the good guys
See
now
if you
for
can
some
find
reason.
any other clues.
That's because all the edgy kids can
examine
relate, and they're like,
this.
I want to be cool and
Just
bad
hope it's not
too.
Chris's.
Yeah,
It's like
so
Garrett.
Chris, at the end of 7, they revealed Chris Redfield now works for Umbrella Corps, and Umbrella Corps is now good. And something else is going on in the world now that isn't Umbrella Corps related.
You gotta go.
See, that's the only thing I would
Buddy.
care about doing in that entire game. But I just hated 7 so much, I don't think I could get that far.
It's really fun watching John play 7 because he doesn't like that.
I'm pretty sure, Nick, you and I are the only...
It
Nick.
just made me
Yes, Jonah.
I think you and I are the
sad.
only ones who actually liked 7.
I liked 7's DLC. 7 was okay.
It just made me, like, incredibly sad the entire time while playing it. I've never
just
felt
come in here,
anything
Barry will
like that.
kill him.
This
While
isn't
playing
Resident
a
Evil
game.
6,
It's
what is
impossible for me
this?
to actually
This
kill him.
upsets me because I'm a fragile little boy.
No,
So you
like,
just-
What is it?
it triggered something. I don't know what it was.
Let me take care of it.
You're a woman, you can't do
is,
anything.
That is just Frank West.
No, Frank West is Barry.
Yeah, Barry came way first.
I know.
What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth.
I don't know what it is. Why don't you test it, dumbass?
Wesker.
He's like, I think it's a dead body.
Gee golly, really?
There Barry goes back to his normal position by the fireplace, where he stays
He doesn't stay
forever.
there.
No,
Where
he's
he
following
becomes
you.
the fire.
He walks around the.
We didn't start the fire. Barry did. It was
This is
Barry.
like Luigi's
Barry
Mansion.
started
He's the
the
toad
fire.
of it. He sits in the lobby and hopes you save. Welcome back to the mansion, Luigi. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure out of
I
all
would love if
the
the Toads.
out of all the
had
re-releases of the
freaking
Resident Evil
his
games on the
voice.
PS4, the only one that actually has a PS4
Mario.
upgrade will be Resident Evil 2. Everything else is just a port.
Fair.
I would have
But-
loved if it was a port of the PS1 version, though.
But to be
It's
fair,
exactly the same.
yeah, to be fair, the RE2 remake looks fantastic.
Nice.
It looks so good.
Beretta 92.
I am
FX.
super excited for that.
That she's on.
Also, her legs.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Just the lower part.
Ooh.
Wait. Let's see. Does it do it in here? Yes.
I like how they inscribed their fucking company name on the barrel.
These are specially made handguns, Garrett,
Odd. Isn't it?
for some reason.
No, it's
Because regular handguns just won't do.
well, it's essentially the same as just stamping your gun, like.
You
Yes.
cunt.
Stamping your
You put it on a board and smash it with a little stamper.
Yep. No, it's the same as just stamping, countries, coat
Barry.
of arms or something.
Any
on
luck,
it.
Jill?
No.
Except it's
nothing.
easier because it's just
What's
letters.
going on
It's like
around
branding
here?
it.
I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris and now Wesker.
Same here. I stood here in this exact spot while you ran a lap upstairs, and I haven't figured anything out.
Wesker grew a leg and he walked away. It pissed me
Okay,
off a
I'll
little
try the
bit.
door on the other
Now
side.
it gives me a lockpick.
This mansion is gigantic.
We've seen like 2 rooms, and jeez, it's so big.
Okay.
I'm already tired.
Yeah, it's hot from outside.
Hey Garrett, remember that Halloween you did blackface?
I have never done blackface, Nick.
You do it every
It's
Halloween.
not true. Don't you remember he walked around and kept saying Ooga Booga Jack?
Listen,
Jack remembers!
up in this hall.
Good
I have a
times.
reputation I actually have to keep up for a future in business, my friend.
You stretched your arms
I mean,
like a
Barry
monkey
wants me to
stand.
go this way, but it's actually not the smart way to go. But I'm gonna go get the map.
Hey Garrett,
So-
just think about it. If your future employer finds one thing bad in your stream, they'll watch all of them, and we'll have more viewership.
And then you don't have to worry about getting damage.
YouTube money, dude.
Don't get paid for these streams.
YouTube money.
Thanks
And
for
this
the
room
view.
right here is.
Hey, if you're an employer looking to hire Garrett,
Don't.
You should
fucking
know.
Cunt.
Garrett burned down an orphanage and killed everyone inside.
But he won't burn down a 7-Eleven.
Nick, you need to stop with your burning 7-Eleven fetish.
They have it coming.
Nice. So, little did you know, but our pal Josh here, the one who's playing, is actually a world record speed runner.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, the
Resident
actual
Evil.
world record, they're already done.
It's you can't. Yeah, it's possible.
So,
but I don't actually speed
I'm actually
run this
curious.
thing.
What is the world record speed run for this?
why don't you check? You're the data guy.
I'm googling it right now.
It's ink ribbon for typewriter.
Fucking
That's what my typewriter uses. Is ink ribbon. Doesn't really work that well because I need to get it fixed, which is I plan on doing soon. Anyway, what are we going for here? Are we going for a full run? You know, any percent? What?
Resident Evil world record speed run. The current world record is 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 50 seconds. Held by Pessimism. Followed closely by Raw Derps at 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 2 seconds. With Lilia Celeste at third with 1 hour and 18 minutes. So, Josh, your time to beat is 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 50 seconds.
I mean, he's already beat it, so. Like, what's your record, Josh? Like, 45 minutes?
Something like that.
I should probably get going.
Love you.
Love you, babe.
Guys, this is where we do a really big stream at it, of like a sad face. It says, love you, Jonah, goodbye.
Oh shit, there's a guy.
Don't worry, guys. You'll hear from Jonah in another 6 months.
Yeah, that implies you'll hear from any of us in another 6 months.
Oh, good joke.
I remember.
So, what lore significance does this zombie friend have? What? Right here. Wow, you just wasted it.
Yeah. I use different controls, I guess.
Hey, Garrett. Would you fist fight Ben Shapiro?
I don't know who Ben Shapiro is, or at least remember.
Okay.
Maybe if you mentioned some stuff that he was in, I would know.
He's just that guy that
You just said it
To the original controls. That's what you were used to.
just he's the guy that
No, this is
says a lot of weird political shit, and everyone's like, "Yes, Ben." Truthism.
Probably.
Good. Good, Jack.
That's me.
If you could go back in time,
Yeah.
and fist fight any world leader, which one would you choose? Any world leader, any period of time. Dude, she's looking like a snack.
Stalin will win.
It's been a while since I played this game.
I'm not judging.
I didn't save.
I don't know. Less.
Oh yeah, the blood.
She
You're
becomes
dead.
pissed.
You too.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
You.
Stop referencing jokes that we probably made earlier, but I can't remember. It makes me uncomfortable because I know you find them funny, and if I remembered, I'd find them funny.
Resident Evil.
And we can't skip the cutscene. Fuck. God damn it! Why didn't you save?
It's okay.
I think you can skip it the second time.
I hope so. It'd be fucking horrible.
I don't know. I don't really want to fist fight anyone. If I like, if I went to fist fight Hitler, I'd probably just get, you know,
Hitler
Gestapo'd real quick.
He was a pussy.
I don't want to get Gestapo'd though.
No, you would fist fight him and then come back to the future after the fight ended.
I'd still get Gestapo'd, even if it was only for a little bit.
Hitler knocks on your door and he says, "I've come for that letter."
Look at that.
I don't know why that was Hitler.
A dining.
Dining.
What do they do here, Jill? They eat Joe sandwiches.
Okay, so we just had to reset the run real quick. Yeah, Josh took some
Yeah, well, you see
extra
it.
time going through a door, and if we do that, then it's just basically just a reset for the time.
We should just call the stream Resident Evil speedrun. We look like cons, but it wasn't funny.
Excellent, excellent. So now we see Josh going back to the lobby, whatever it's called, the free. I don't know what it's called in this game. I'm just commentating over it because why not? I don't know how the game works. I've played maybe the first 15 minutes on the original PlayStation before my game broke, and every subsequent, doesn't work at all. So my knowledge of Resident Evil is rather limited, aside from the fact that Josh here, the man playing it, if you weren't aware,
really likes it a lot. Like, oof.
It's pretty good.
What about you, Nick?
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen,
What
something.
do you like?
I'm high. Can you repeat the question?
What do you like about this game, my man?
I like all the dingy visuals. It's really good use of the brown palette. It's a very wide spectrum of colors that they pull from it, but they all start with the same source. It's a really good use of brown and dark red, which are two of my favorite colors.
Very nice. Well said.
What about you, Garrett, in the back? I like the puzzles because it reminds me of point-and-click games, which would have been around this type of era, that's why I think it's very appropriate.
Oh, it was 96.
I know.
Hey Garrett, now you're the info man now.
97.
What year did the first Resident Evil come out?
I'm pretty sure it was 97.
Well, we have one guess for 97. That's
I think it was 97 too. That's when my sister was born. First time I played this was on Xbox One. No, I'm just. Sometimes I forget not to put my
March
other
22nd, 1996.
Yeah. God damn it.
I win.
Well, they were celebrating 20 years of Resident Evil last year, so I still have the shirt that I purchased from my local EB Games.
Nice.
Let's talk about the fact that we live in a studio apartment, and I'm going to call you out on stream for this, Garrett. You need to pay rent, dude. They keep taking it from me, and I need that money. I'm going to die, Garrett. What do you
Your
guys have
landlord's just super sketchy. He'd probably kill you.
That's why Nick's just
why I
saving your ass.
That's why I buy drugs all the time.
From the landlord?
No, it's his. He's got that like one guy who he's related to, but won't explain how. He's like, I'm related to this guy. And he slaps him on the back usually.
This is my relative. Oh, how's he your relative?
Why are you joking
He's my
like it's
relative.
a fake thing? It's like the most unsettling thing because he'll just like unlock our door and walk into our house.
We'll just like find him in.
He likes Jack and Josh, so he
I
doesn't
like that
fucking
camera.
bother
Go
them.
back, Josh.
No.
But I remember very
That one?
vividly.
No, the one right before.
Garrett was visiting his parents
The cane
in
tomato.
Iowa,
That's very nice.
and
He uses a lot of candy.
I had settled down for a
That
buck
one's
naked
nice,
wank
too,
that day, and I was wearing nothing but a towel at the time. Like, it was like wrapped around my body because it was like a relatively kind of cool day because it was in the fall. And I get a knock on my door that is just one knock. And I decide I'll just grab a pair of gym shorts and just kind of go command it to open the door. And I grab the gym shorts and I haven't put them on yet. And the door opens to what looks like a meth head that I have not met yet. He walks in the house and he says, "Hey, are you let's use the name Jerry. Are you Jerry's tenant?" And I'm like, "Dude, yeah? What the fuck though?" And he's like, no, I'm related to Jerry. He just asked me to do an inspection. It was really uncomfortable because I was still wearing the towel, but underneath it I was buck-ass naked. You feel me?
Well, I mean...
I mean, the way you're telling it, I just assumed...
You weren't there! You were gone.
I know. That's why I said the way you were telling it. The way you were telling it, I assumed he just walked in and said, nice cock.
Everyone says that who walks
Just
into
look
my
up and
house.
down again.
He look at my penis, it is out.
So, what lore significance does that zombie have to this game?
He's my dad.
Nice.
You see he has hands? Do you want to know who... Dean Randolph is here. Wow.
Wait, is Dean actually here?
Deanie
Hey,
boy.
Dean! I can tell you guys are
It's
looking
actually
at chat,
Dean.
so I'd like to
Really?
take the time to tell you guys that I have AIDS.
Dean, we thought you forgot about us.
The only way this could be better is if Grandma was also watching.
Oh yeah, Grandma.
Grandma.
G-Mom.
Chimao.
God, that's an old. That was like one of our first streams.
Well, now I just gotta guess. What?
Can you play Corey in the house instead?
Oh,
So
Dean.
Much 3 snuz.
What?
Much 365 says, can you play Corey in the house instead?
I wish we could, but we don't have a way to stream a DS.
There are some crows in here that if you shoot them, then they attack you.
Shoot the crows. Man, remember like 4 years ago when we played this was a BioShock and we just
Oh,
yeah.
that lady, that innocent civilian with crows.
BioShock Infinite.
That's where, like,
Basically, we're back.
yeah, that's kind of where backseat
I mean, the
gaming
origination
started.
of backseat gaming was just a fucking meme between myself, Nick, and Chris. I believe playing Five Nights at Freddy's for a meme.
Oh, it's Britain. Never fucking mind.
Britain Bourget.
Yeah.
Britain's
I love
alright.
Britain. I
I'm
love
gonna
Britain.
dox him.
Yeah.
Dox him to the 3 people watching. I'm gonna dox this person to himself. Thanks, Josh. I forgot my address.
Is it a Brighton or a Britain?
Brighton. Like the place.
Yeah. In a state of the United States and also in England.
Yeah. What state do you live
Brighton?
in? Yeah.
Oh. I think it's I think that's a ski resort there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know. Yeah.
I think it's in Park City. Maybe.
I don't know. I've been there a few times. It's pretty nice. I don't really like making the drive all the way from Colorado, though. Dude, Call of Duty for Wii was my childhood.
God, if we could play Call of Duty for the DS.
But what's your favorite Call of Duty title released on the Wii? Did you enjoy World at War?
Dude, I'm gonna
Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 3?
I'm gonna cut you off really quick because you reminded me. Do you remember the night the fucking Black Ops 3 came out and you needed to pick up your copy, but you were too high to drive? So you insisted, no, Nick, you'll drive. I'll give you $5 to do it. And our EB Games at the time was like 4 blocks away. So I obliged. I said I will drive my friend Jack to get his copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Jack comes out of the store with 2 copies of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for the wrong system. At the time we had the Xbox One, and Jack had gotten 2 copies for the Xbox 360, and he said, dude, I saved so much money. And you thought you had saved money, but you did not get the full game.
Yeah, you bought like the edition for the Xbox
The 360 that was only multiplayer.
Yeah, the only multiplayer.
And zombies.
And zombies.
Excuse me, I don't remember.
We took.
But maybe that's because
It was because we went back in and I was like, "Hey, you sold my friend the wrong game." And they were like, "No, we didn't. You can't prove that." And I was like, "Dude, here's the receipt." He picked up his pre-order and returned his pre-order immediately, and then purchased 2 copies of Black Ops 3 on the Xbox 360 at the discounted price of $40 a copy. Can I just return these and get his game? And they were like, well, no. And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, well, we just sold the last hardened edition. And I look, and I see just some snaky-looking cunt walking out with the box, and I'm like, So long story short, I stopped the guy in the parking lot and
beat him up?
No, I broke in one of his windows while he was trying to drive away, and
I stole the game from his hand.
From his lap. It was a bad day, but Jack got Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Hardened Edition out of it.
I'm looking at the copy right now. It's in my stack.
Go
Nice.
grab it and do the opening noise of the steelbook that came with it. I'll hold your mic.
No, I'm not getting up.
I'll hold your mic.
No.
I'll go get it then. I'll be right back.
It's literally across the room.
Everyone type Captain in the chat.
Okay.
I'm trying to fucking remember what I'm doing, because I don't.
This is a good speed run, you feel me?
If someone said that in the middle of a fucking speed run, that would be my instantly favorite speed run.
Okay.
So here's the copy right here.
Oh, did you see the headshot?
That was wonderful.
It was epic, dude.
Thank you.
That really busted good nut.
Okay, this is it right here. Right here. You can probably not hear it. Let me open it and then close
There's
it right
a
against
wooden
it.
board around here somewhere. That's over here.
There, I closed it. Now you can go put it back.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him with my knife. That's not my knife.
So you know what's especially weird? Is I literally just watched a game, like a gameplay walkthrough of the very beginning of this today, and I do not remember anything I'm watching you do.
Well, because this isn't the way people normally do it, but
Yeah,
I
they
think
normally
it's
clip through walls. They usually put in the cheat so you can see Jill's tits, dude.
Oh, that's over here.
All the monsters become tits.
Yeah, so they just become Garrett, but like really zoomed in as a PNG image for all of their textures. I think I'd play Resident Evil more if that was the case. I'd be like, Garrett, why are you in my Resident Evil game?
Just a really pixelated PNG version of me.
I actually really enjoy that. I'm gonna make that a mod now. Super Mario 64.
I just realized what I just said.
What?
Dean says, with a capital K, idiots. I say, no. He says, yes. I say, caps are for Japs.
You're gonna regret that.
I know.
When a job offer comes around to your fucking YouTube channel, Garrett.
Botany. More like...
These
Why is
nuts.
there a book?
What?
Why is there a book?
Later on, it comes in useful.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Dean.
Is Dean leaving?
I love you, Dean.
Yeah.
Boo.
He said he had to go get his foreskin removed and made into a hat.
Good luck with that, Dean. You've got my best wishes.
Must have a really big cock. Or a real stretchy foreskin.
Both are a plus. Now, a combination of the two.
What hat would you make a foreskin in? My first
Like a
answer
beanie?
would be a beanie, yeah. Because it'd be the
Just so the
easiest.
top
Hey.
together would look like the tip of a hot dog that you just...
Hey, Jack. Mudge365 says, Yo, Jack, are you actually there?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
It's really deep for me.
Yes.
Why?
Where else would we be? Where else would he be?
Is Jack like a little quiet or something?
He is currently sitting shirtless
No,
on his
my
leather
audio's
couch.
fine. I'm sitting cross-legged on the couch wearing nothing but boxers
My
and everyone's
audio
really
file.
uncomfortable.
No, I'm not. I've kind of just gotten into the mood, and I'm only wearing a tank top and boxers. Josh hasn't gotten into it. He went and got one of my fucking snow coats.
They won't let me take off any of my clothing.
That's because you're only wearing a G-string, dude.
That's all Garrett wears.
It's really uncomfortable. Why do you think we put you behind us so we can't see you?
Just going back to the beginning of the stream when I got the bit of, you want to see my balls, dude?
Anyway, yeah. Long story short, I'm actually here. Why do you ask?
Hey Jack, can you turn up your Discord volume? Couldn't hear you there.
What?
Can you turn up your Discord volume? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, sorry. So to make a long story short, I'm actually... Yes, I remember.
Oh, I remember this part, Josh. You gotta push the statue off.
I know, Garrett.
So you get the gem.
But there's a guy walking right towards me.
Shoot him.
Garrett, you shut your goddamn mouth. Oh no.
Stab him, stab him.
Hey, I can't just easily stab him, Garrett. I have to go in and equip my knife.
But yeah, I remember. I remember too many things. What's the dagger for? You took a dagger.
It's in case if he catches you, I can stab him in the dick with it.
Nice.
I'm gonna go back and just make animatics for this entire stream.
Please do.
All the fucking terrible shit.
Damn, Jill is strong, unless that's just a hollow statue.
It's like those ones that you buy at like Home Depot.
Yeah, from like a garden center.
Nice.
This is a really weird port. It really is just a GameCube game that happens to be on a PS4.
I mean, Josh can't complain. He really likes the GameCube.
It's the best game.
He has like 7 of them, and that's what his bed is propped up on. Like he's got 4 in each corner, and then like 3 down the middle. And he just sleeps on them. Like
He wants to make a house out of GameCube.
Hey Jack.
yeah, that's.
This is gonna sound really weird, but it
Trust
was.
me, nothing's weird to me anymore.
No.
I've lived with Garrett for like what, 7 months now.
Yeah, do you remember that time that I called you to pick me up from a bar that was like an hour away from where you live, and you
Which
obliged
time?
and picked me up? The time that I puked on in your car.
Which
I
time?
recognize this room.
The time
Just
that
because
I-
you don't remember puking in my car
The time
sometimes doesn't mean it didn't happen.
The time that I didn't puke all on the inside, I puked out of the window too.
Yeah.
Now I know why.
Can you please explain how I ruined your Toyota Corolla? With just one case of vomit, please? Can you just explain in gruesome detail how it got everywhere? Because the story you told me was pretty good.
I mean, I don't really like thinking about it because I
Please.
mean I almost vomited myself. You
No,
know, having to deal with it, and
No.
it just makes me
Sympathetic
gross
vomiting.
thinking about
The
it.
descriptive words that you used. I remember you told me the story of you picking me up, and the descriptive
I
words
know.
of picking me up and what happened next were great.
Yeah, just let me finish. Okay, so I'm sitting at home, you know, playing some like fucking Rainbow Six or something. I don't really remember, but it's like 1:30 in the morning. I don't know. Either way, it's too late that, you know, a phone call from a friend would be considered normal. So I'm, you know, sitting there and my phone starts vibrating. And I'm like, what's going on? So I take a look and it's Nick, and I'm like, okay, I guess he must, you know, maybe he's in trouble, maybe he needs something. So I answer, I'm like, what's the problem, Nick? And you're like, hey, Jack.
I don't. That's how you do my drunk voice.
No, it's just your normal voice. You sound disabled.
I do sound disabled.
Anyway, you're like, hey, Jack, can you, you were laughing a lot. Like, I don't know.
You got me there.
can you come, you know, pick me up? You know, I'm fucking sauced tonight. That's what you said, word for word. And I'm like, where are you at, man? You know, thinking maybe he's just, you know, a couple minutes away. You know, if there's a couple bars
at the,
in decent distance from us. Like, you don't really want to walk because we're not exactly in the best part of town. But you could walk the distance if you need to.
I remember you asking me, "Are you just at Taylor's bar?" And I was like, "Dude, no."
So you give me the location. You know, let's. I can name the bar because I mean it's an hour and a half away, but you know, still, don't want to give away any extra information. It was fuck nuts. I don't know.
Let's use placeholder terms. Let's say I was at a different part of
the halogen lamp.
Yeah,
halogen lamp.
It was a place that overserves alcohol, and
it's got pretty good prices. It's an okay place.
They play by after a certain number of drinks you get free refills, and I met my capita.
Anyway, it's an hour and a half away, and it's 1:30 in the morning. You know. If I go pick him up, I'm gonna be back by like 5. And, you know, keep in mind that, you know, what he didn't know, and probably wouldn't have cared about anyway, is that I had a job interview in the morning at like 8.
I remember that.
So I'm like, could you call anyone else? He's like, they're not picking up. Like,
well, that was because it was the same, you know, gap of time that. Ironically enough, it was the same gap of time that Garrett was visiting his parents and such.
Anyway, so yeah, no one else was answering.
And
apparently,
Josh doesn't use his phone.
He
it's
probably
like
just called me like a whole bunch. Whatever. So I'm like, fine, I'll come and pick you up. Just be ready when I get there. So
I was definitely ready. One could say.
So I'm driving over there, you know, just probably listening to a podcast or something, you know, keeping the air on cold to try and stay awake. I mean, granted, it wasn't even smart of me to be staying up that late anyway. Probably should have been asleep, but whatever. So I'm driving over there, and unbeknownst to me, or at least I assume, you went back inside and drank more.
I was in the Schittsburg of that town, and I was like, if I stay outside, I'm gonna get jumped.
Garrett.
And I go back in. And I'm told, I vaguely remember that I was on like a specific number, and after that, refills on Guinness would be free, and I was like, yeah, let's take advantage. So I took advantage. When I called you, I was competent enough to remember how much I had been drinking. After I called you, I lost myself.
Anyway,
I devolved.
The drive wasn't that eventful. The cold air was really cold. My Corolla had a really nice AC unit. Like, it was fucking
Emphasizing the word, my Corolla had.
Yeah. Had.
Because you don't own the Corolla anymore.
No. Anyway, so yeah, I get there, I drive, around the block a couple times trying to look for him, and then I just go park. And I'm like, oh god, I hope he didn't get jumped or anything, So I wait for a minute to see if, you're just vomiting in a bush or something. I don't know, you probably would have. But after a bit, I'm sick and tired of waiting. It's been like 15 minutes. So I decided to go, and ask not necessarily a bouncer, it's not really a club, but try and keep a guy outside for safety.
Yeah, basically ID guy, yeah.
Yeah. So I go and ask him, is...
Didn't you look for, you didn't really say, is there a fat guy with a coat in there? You said something along those lines.
I say, I'm looking for my friend, he's a bigger guy, probably drunk as shit. He was out here maybe...
He knew exactly who I was after that description.
He was maybe out here, like, hour and a half, 2 hours ago, using his phone or something, calling me. He's like, yeah, I know who you're talking about, follow me. And he brings me inside, and, brings me to the back, corner of the bar. Okay, trying like there is no one in the vicinity around, and it's you. And you just
me off.
What?
They gated me off.
Basically, like quarantine.
Look at the autism table.
So I go and he's just kind of
Barry.
Oh, Jill.
passed out at a booth.
Other than I'm
And
I would not use the
madhouse?
term passed out.
No.
I was fully awake.
Okay, you laying there like you were dead, basically, and I'm like, okay. So I go over and shake you. And we're like, hey, I'm here. Let's get going. We got places to be.
What?
I hate you for bringing me here. And you like shoot up. You're like,
It's
oh.
yours. Hopefully you want it.
And also note that the table is just covered in empty glasses.
I wouldn't say covered. It was more like there were several empty pints about.
What about
Don't worry, Josh. We're gonna get to the story about your
don't
sister's
worry.
wedding next.
I like them.
That is a good one.
Anyway, this is also.
Thanks. I'll take it.
No, it wasn't me drinking this
Ciao.
time. That had nothing to do with the problem.
Anyway, so I think the ID guy, the bouncer, I don't know what to call him, and I make Nick get up. I slap him a couple times in his bad shoulder to get him riled up, and he follows.
You're like I'm like a fucking bear. You have to wrestle me. You're like, come on, buddy.
So he gets up and follows me out. There's no real incident there. I mean, I get a few weird looks from the patrons that were still there.
No, you got those weird looks because of. I don't know if you'll cover it later. That specific bar that I went to. I was talking to the person at the front. You know how most bars have like bowls of peanuts?
Mm-hmm.
This one had bowls of pretzels, and I think after I got smashed, I started putting pretzels in my pocket, like my several coat pockets. But
That would explain it.
that's probably where all the looks came from.
Anyway, so we get outside. I unlock my car again. We're not exactly in the best part of town, both at home and here. I mean, it's a good establishment. Like
The entirety of Colorado is just a shitty city district.
the entire.
It should just
I
be
mean, I know you don't get
abolished.
out much, Mike, but
They should just abolish it and call it Montana 2. You didn't even get a laugh out of that from Josh. Fuck.
Anyway, so I unlock my car. Roll down the windows because it's not exactly the coldest night, but
You said I rolled down the windows because Nick smelled like vomit and garbage.
that too. But he did holy shit. No wonder they had cleared away the two tables on either side of him.
I can't defend myself there.
Anyway, so I roll down all the windows, and I go around, start my car. He stumbles in, and we get going. I mean, there's not really much incident. I start heading home, and maybe 15 minutes into the drive, he turns.
Can I explain this?
Sure, go ahead.
Jack famously put it. I turned and I looked at him, and I said something along the lines of, my tum don't feel good, and I started making, when a cat's coughing up a hair, we're like,
Yeah.
9/11 flashbacks.
I
while was
turned to
doing
you.
it.
No, I'm like, dude, don't vomit in my car. Please, don't vomit in my car, man.
It was like...
I had cleaned it a couple days ago.
It was barely a year old to you, and it was so new and nice.
And do you want to continue, or should I?
You should continue. What are you doing, Josh?
What?
What are you doing? Okay.
Don't worry, we'll get to that.
We'll get to your sister's wedding.
Such a good story.
What kind of?
Oh no, this is a good part.
Indiana Jones Temple of
Just-
bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we need to.
Oh, I'm just gonna let her go.
The door went open. It has become Resident Bevil.
Did you say Resident Feeble?
Yeah, he has small legs. Bitch.
So is there some significance to letting promise?
Hey, no one's gonna try to make fun of us for this. Good.
What? Barry's supposed to save you.
You have to continue checking the doors.
You let her become a... Did you save?
No. I mean, I saved a while ago.
Anyway, so I
may as well continue.
Yeah. I turned to Nick and I'm like, please don't vomit in my car, dude. Like, just vomit out the window.
I was sitting in the seat, and I was sitting in the back passenger seat, and Jack, he's reaching as far as he can to grab the back of my head and angle it towards the window.
And like he's still just doing like the, you know, like the cat thing, you know.
Yeah.
Like you do. And he, God, like I'm reaching back, you know, to do it, and what he does is he recoils from my touch and immediately vomits directly into the other passenger seat, all across. Like this was like some exorcist.
You said it spanned from that window, which wasn't fully open, all the way down to the seat, up my coat, and onto my shoulder.
Like, God, holy. And I'm like, oh shit, dude.
I remember,
and he does it again.
I remember after the second time.
He's like, oh.
I said, I don't feel so good, and you're like, don't you fucking dare. And I did it again. And
you look directly down and just vomit into your lap and all over the floor.
You looked at me and you screamed, "Are you done?"
No. Oh yeah, but right after
I was not.
You know, you looked up after vomiting directly into your lap, mind you. You proceed to turn out of the window and vomit profusely for maybe a few minutes out the side of my car.
Side of your car.
Yeah, like most like
Jack's car is black and my pupil was light yellow. It was radiant.
It hasn't been that long since I did that. So just gotta push a couple of cabinets.
Long story short.
No, long story short, we get home, and I turn off the car, I get out, I open your door, and I like get out of my car, and you're like, sorry man, I think I threw up a bit back there. You stumble out and up to the hood of my car where you rest for a second, vomit one last time all over the hood of my car.
It gets on the windshield.
Say, turn to me, you say, thanks for the ride, and just walking to the house without a second word. And so I'm like, fuck this, I'm going to bed. And
the next morning I wake up to find that my keys are gone and my car is gone, and before I call AAA, I look out at Jack's car and I think to myself, oh yeah, it's covered in crusty yellow puke.
I don't know. Anyway, I ended up borrowing like Josh's.
You took my car that morning and then just
your car was
Josh's. But yeah, that was a funny meme. Hey Garrett, remember that time that you kicked a child who came to our house trick or treating?
What about Josh's?
No,
sister's
you've been talking
to that later.
You can't dodge the subject, Garrett. You came up dressed in like a sheet, and you were like,
no,
KKK, and you kicked him.
That's not ribs. Yeah, that's the story.
You were like, Garrett, what the
All
hell?
right, Josh.
There's this kid, you know, like curled up on our porch, you know, like crying, and he's like, where are your parents, kid? And he's like, oh, look at me in curly haired man kicking me in the rib. And I'm like, what the hell, Garrett?
He surprised me, okay?
It was
He
Halloween!
surprised you and he said, ooga booga, go back to No, but,
The correct order of operations is to check both doors, and then Barry will come first.
So what's the proper exit? Red.
Well, later on,
Oh God.
there you
What
can
did I
find a
do now?
broken shotgun, and you bring it in. Like, that's how you have to do it with Chris.
Barry!
But if you don't find it first, then...
Jill,
can't
you in
do
there?
it.
Barry! Get me
but
out of
you
here! The door's
can
jammed!
replace it.
Stand back!
now she will die in pain.
Grab my hand!
That'd be a terrifying death.
Wouldn't be
Just
very
get
long.
lower and lower to the floor as you just have to slowly watch your death come to you.
Barry.
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Ah,
Really?
that's not as good.
Thanks. But Barry,
I
didn't
don't
you say you were
understand
going
why
back to
they
the dining
changed
room
it.
to find other clues? I'm glad and all, but why are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Anyway,
Okay.
we should get back to searching for.
No, I want to explain part of Josh's wedding.
Yeah, that's
My
the story.
wedding.
Thanks, Barry.
Sorry, Josh's sister's
I owe
wedding.
you
Excuse
one.
me. So Josh's
Don't
sister,
mention
I've known her my entire life because Josh is basically my brother. Josh's sister grew up really liking country kind of shit. And she eventually found a dude and got settled down with him, and they decided to get married. This dude is a hick kind of a Tom Revel boy. He's not a girl tomboy, but like, God. He has a hick family, and this sparked quite a debate at Josh's sister's wedding. Will you please elaborate, Josh, on how the evening started with your sister's husband's brother and the loaded gun?
Oh fuck.
That is an accurate description of what happened.
I'm just gonna go in this room. I'm a bit. Well, so the night started with some booze, you know, like you do.
Most do.
You did not start with some booze. You did not want to be there, and you said, Nick, you are only here to be my designated driver. And I was okay with that. A lot of our funnies happen when we drink a lot. But can you please continue along the line of events of what happened after you drank way too much?
Well, you see, they somehow on their low income salary.
These fucking poor people, don't you know?
They somehow managed to get a limo, you know?
I remember. It's a Humvee, of course.
Yeah, like jacked up, you know, big tires.
I think they stole it.
Wouldn't surprise me. But anyway, Josh, continue.
But anyways, so they couldn't afford a driver for it because it's cheaper just to rent the limo, you know. So we had our uncle drive it. Like he's not qualified at all.
I do remember because if I remember correctly, he was the guy who didn't have sleeves on his white shirt.
Yeah,
And no.
He wanted to be cooler under the suit jacket.
You think that it's funny. But he came up and he showed me and Josh in a bragging way. He said, I bet y'all are sweating to death in your suits. Let me show you something. And he pulls off his black jacket to reveal these grotesquely sweaty, matted hair arms. It's like, I don't got no dang sleeves on my shirt. And I was like, I think this guy's drunk. And he gets in the driver's seat and he's like, I'm gonna not be hublimo.
But anyway, so in the mini fridge in the limo, they have like those little, you know, like little things of alcohol.
Yeah, like little Jack Daniels.
Yeah,
the little dainty bottles.
And so me and Nick decided that we're gonna go for a ride, you know.
No, you said, hey Nick, how many of these do you think I can drink on this car ride? And I laughed. I didn't think you were serious. And you're like, are you challenging me?
But like, cause we had to go pick up the limo, you know.
Yeah.
With the uncle.
Yes.
I don't know why like that pairing happened.
I think I was the only sober person in that car.
Well, I wasn't completely drunk yet.
Yet, you say.
Yeah. Emphasis on yet.
But anyways, so there's gonna be a guy.
So, while Josh does this, I'm gonna quickly explain. We are I'm told that the uncle is going to be driving the limo, and so I suggest, hey, let's just drive up in my. Oh heck, what was I driving at that time? Was it? I think I was driving in my. I was driving my Hyundai at the time, and I was like, okay, I guess get in my car so I can just drive back when we're done. And the guy's like, no, I'm not driving that piece of shit. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a crappy car, but I then asked, then who's gonna drive back? And he's like, well, I'm gonna drive this back, and I'm just gonna let you drive my car back. And I'm like, okay, this is fine. Seeing as they've rented all these nice things, he takes us out, and have you seen, like, there are the cars in Grand Theft Auto 5 that are like the rusted trucks that look like they can't move, and there's part of the scenery.
Yeah.
Think of that. He drove that, and it was a rickety piece of shit. And I was tasked with driving it home. But continue when we got to the lot, Josh. And no. The story starts in the car, right?
Yeah, let me get this.
Oh yeah. This is a funny story, guys. This is gonna go on all your cringe compilations. Your haha funny, excuse me, compilations.
Yeah, I don't remember much about this wedding, but I do remember the uncle, and what I do remember asking him is have you ever driven a limo? And his only answer was, hell nah, the biggest thing I'd driven was an SUV.
No, I wasn't driving my Hyundai. I was driving my, no, I feel bad that I can't remember the brand. My old four-door, the big thing. The GMC? Yeah, the GMC. It was an old, like, yes.
Honda's GMC, Suburban is Chevy.
Yeah, I was driving my Yukon.
I died. I saved right before this.
That's okay.
No, I mean, I showed up later, and the only
Yeah,
the only thing I noticed.
You came with.
I just came for the ceremony, because I.
Oh, okay.
I
You came later. Garrett was going to ride with me, but something got in the way. But you still had to go because Josh's sister's daughter was your. I think they said god baby, but it's not. You never talked to her to begin with. They just knew you had money. Which Garrett does not.
Fear can't kill you, but...
They assumed I had money.
Yeah. It's because you use pomade in their hair and they can't afford it.
Anyway, I show up later. The only thing I really remember... I mean, I wasn't really involved that much. I just remember Josh being absolutely shit-faced. Like, absolutely.
Like
the uncle with, like, you know how when you wear a suit, you know, you can usually see, a bit of sleeve, coming out from the end of the jacket.
Nothing.
I was like, what? That's kind of weird.
It was a good time. It was such a good time.
How many bets on how the uncle probably still wore that white shirt after that, but, with, like, the weed jacket?
Oh, God, don't make me think about that. But I'm going to explain on the car ride. No, not when you use it like that. Oh, yeah, you can. Wow. The first one you couldn't. Whatever. But I remember, like, the conversation started, just so Josh is playing right now, with him getting into the front seat of his garbage truck, and we're driving. I have to pull the GPS on my phone because I don't trust his directions. And about halfway through our ride, he starts kind of jostling his left or right thigh. I don't remember at the time. And he says, "Either of you boys ever hold a loaded gun?" And Josh and I obviously answered that yes, we had, and whatever. He's like, "You mind doing me a favor?" And he reaches down his pant leg. It was his right pant leg because I was sitting to his right, and he pulls out a fucking Smith's. It's the Smith & Wesson's, the handgun, right? The smaller. It's a smaller handgun, which is fine. No, it was just a little pistol. It was a dinky little pistol, but that's not important. He hands it to me and says, "Hey, what do you mind holding that?" And I'm currently holding my phone with directions, and I make the mistake of handing it with my left hand to my friend behind me, who is Josh. Josh, can you please explain where you put that gun when I gave it to you? You didn't hold it in your hands, and you didn't put it in a pocket. You acted like you were a fucking 80s movie cop and tucked it into your fucking waistband.
Well, it only made sense at the time.
Josh was...
He could have put it in his mouth.
I should have put it in there.
I thought to myself, this is going to end badly, I thought. And then I thought, no, Josh is a responsible adult.
He is when he's sober.
Granted, you're the one, apparently. You're the one who handed the gun to the absolutely shit-faced man.
I wasn't thinking about it.
Because you were drunk too.
No, I didn't. I was designated that time. I was designated.
Garrett, he was drunk, right?
Nah, he was alright.
Garrett was... my name is Garrett Wisdotto. No, I was fine.
Forgot that when you play as Jill, you have to get the lighter too. So I can't even burn that guy.
Did you want me to just finish this story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh's.
We get to the dealership, and we all get out of the car, and it doesn't matter, but the guy starts kind of asking me, well, can I have my gun back? And I look at Josh, and Josh, he pulls it out of his hip, and he's like, yeah, you can have it when you go to jail. You said something along the lines of like an 80s cop thing of like going to jail, and you pointed it, and you didn't realize that the safety wasn't on, because of course it wasn't, and you let loose a shot that hit this truck's front tire, and I was still expected to drive it home, so I had to replace a tire on a truck, and we had to explain why you had a loaded gun.
To the police.
Yeah, and I think the funniest part of that wedding was the fact that no one wanted to be there. I don't even think the groom wanted to be there. God damn!
I don't know. All I know is that.
Josh wouldn't stop telling me to go. You're like, Jack, you have to come to my sister's wedding. Jack, you have to come. I'm like, Josh, I don't want to go. Josh.
Garrett.
No! I don't know, but for some reason, Josh was really invested in my
What,
arrival
Nick?
at the wedding. I don't know why. Maybe he, like... They do, right?
I think it was because he didn't trust me as his driver.
Probably.
But
Josh just didn't want to be alone with his family.
okay, this is gonna be the one that Garrett's gonna get mad at me for, but I'm gonna...
Garrett gets mad at you for any story.
No, I'm gonna ask Garrett to help me remember the mall kiosk story. Because that one's my favorite. So, you see, Garrett and I, sometimes our schedules line up and we can get lunch together. At our local kind of strip mall, there's this really great Chinese place that Garrett and I go to almost every other week on, like, it's Tuesday? Something like that. But...
It's Tuesday because we usually get lunch
yeah,
together on
every other stuff, yeah. But it was around the holidays, and there had just been a fresh kiosk set up. And Garrett, do you remember what they were selling there?
They were selling, like, scented candles and lotions. Something I very much have no interest
It
in.
was one of those, like, natural, like...
Essential oil things like
yeah,
that.
and those places
Some kind of stuff,
especially make me sick and give me headaches because there's just too much smell
But-
there.
One time, Garrett and I just got lunch, and it was like a couple of days before Christmas, and seeing as I don't really celebrate it, I didn't care, but Garrett and I get lunch, and we walk outside, and Garrett, he just stops, and he almost T-poses, but he just stretches his arms out, and he's like, "Do you smell that?" And I'm like, no, is something wrong? And Garrett responds, it smells like shit. And we look to our left, and there is a poor downtrodden looking woman. And then, like, she was okay in my eyes, and I think okay in Garrett's eyes. But Garrett felt so bad that he walked up and started striking up a conversation with him. And no, Garrett walked up and started striking a conversation with her because he didn't mean to make her feel bad. But then by the end of it, Garrett walked up and said, dude, I think I talked to that chick too much. And then we played the game of how can we avoid Garrett talking to this woman? And my answer was to not get Chinese food. But Garrett's answer was to go to the mall every single day and somehow find ourselves in front of our favorite Chinese restaurant. I think Garrett would dodge talking to the specific person by what were some of the excuses you used when they came up and said, hey, how are you doing today? Like, you didn't even respond with I'm fine, you responded with an excuse. There was a really good one about your parents or something. What was that?
One was my parents tell me not to talk to strangers.
Oh, yeah, that was a really fucking good one. The first time you said it, you said it like, I'm done shopping for my parents, I'm sorry. And the second one, you blanked and you said, my parents don't tell me not to talk to strangers.
And they keep in mind that Garrett is
Garrett,
an adult.
Garrett is a fully grown adult. But my favorite one on Christmas Eve was Garrett called me and said, dude, let's go get Chinese food. I was like, dude, the mall's gonna be fucking swarmed. And Garrett's like, no. I thought of the thing. And we go and we get food and we walk out and Garrett, we see a person come up to try and sell us an essential oil candle, excuse me. And Garrett instinctively, I'm a big dude, okay? I'm taller and a bit wider, and I'm not afraid to admit that, but the second this person walks up to us, Garrett wraps both of his arms around my body widthwise and says, sorry, I'm taken. No, it gets funnier. We look like I stop and I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I being roped into this? And it wasn't even the same person. It was a completely different person who Garrett gave the assumption that I was gay to. Thank you for that, Garrett.
I don't remember hearing this.
You're
Also,
welcome.
hello, Jonah.
Hey, Jonah. Garrett, can you please explain yourself right now?
I don't remember hearing about it.
I mean, I was running out of ideas.
Why did you keep going? You kept insisting on going.
I really liked that Chinese food place.
We go there like twice a month, and you insisted going like every other day.
I don't know. I don't think it was as bad as the year I punched the store kiosk person in the face.
Wasn't that the time you were with Jack? And
Yeah, no, I remember. Because I was the one who had to explain myself to security.
That one was very simple. Just had a really bad day and then...
Garrett had a bad day at work. The essential oils... He was a really nice person. Like, they were very pleasant to talk to. You know, like, I'd have conversation with them every now and then, you know, like, we were on a first name basis. And Garrett, for some reason, I mean, aside from the fact that, you know, like...
The combination of all the candle scents and oils really does smell bad.
it puts him in a rage. It makes Garrett's eyes red and he bleeds
the
from
essential
them.
oils person comes up to Garrett and he's like, I've seen you a couple times. I haven't really had the chance to talk to you. Would you like to buy some of our essential oils? And Garrett's like, no. And he's like, oh, come on. You know, I think you're brighten up the house. And Garrett's
Just being a salesman, might I add. Garrett.
And Garrett's like, no, I'm sorry. And granted, like, it's not exactly the salesperson's fault, but he was kind of, you know, pushy. Garrett was kind of, you know, like standoffish. You know, it was very clear that he wasn't interested. But he asks, you know, if you know a third time, you know, explaining, you know, just a bit more about the product, and Garrett was like, "I said no," and he hauls off and hits the guy, like right in the fucking face, and he falls over into the kiosk. And he knocks a whole bunch of shit over. And granted, I think it was just because, you know, like the guy was caught off guard because Garrett can't really throw a good left.
I'm trying to think. Have you seen the opening? Have you seen the opening of Up, where he hits the guy with his cane and everyone looks? You said it was just like that.
Barry.
So, you know, security runs over and like, what happened? I'm like,
any good news?
Because Garrett's, you know, just like
Madhouse?
he's like grunting, you know. He's
Didn't
like
you say
crouched.
Garrett was in like the Super Saiyan stance of his arms like pointing directly out?
Over,
All right then, let's.
Over, but he was
Hey,
just
hold
like
on a sec.
breathing heavy.
Look
And
what
I'm
I've
like,
found.
I'm sorry.
What?
You know,
A can
here's
of
what
fizz.
happened, you know.
It's sure to
here's
yellow
what
and
I
mellow
think.
those things.
And you know they had to, you know.
It's yours. Hopefully you want
The
to.
guy at the kiosk was nice. He didn't like want to press any charges or anything like that. Like,
What about
for,
you?
know, assault.
Oh, don't worry.
We just
Or
know
battery,
Buddy
excuse
that
me.
Garrett does not like essential
I
oils.
see.
The worst part though was
Thanks.
they were
I'll
keeping
take
me
it.
there
See you
so
later.
long with like
Ciao.
the interviewing and stuff that eventually with all that breathing heavy and stuff, when the officers came back, you know, the mall cops came back and talked to me, they kind of like lifted me up to talk to so they could like see me, and just like puked all over the officer.
Garrett's gross. But yeah,
Like,
this is our worst stream. Hey Josh,
mm.
I love you.
So Josh,
What kind of funny
Given that we're
stories
just
do
kind
you
of
remember,
talking over
Josh?
Josh silently playing Silent Residence Hill.
Resident Hell, Silent Evil, you feeling that?
Yeah. What are you working on right now in the game?
Well, I gotta go get another key, which involves me blowing this dog whistle, and then I kill a dog, and then it's got a fake key around its neck that I can use to switch room.
Real key.
Don't you also have to get the red herb around this area, and
There are red herbs everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but there's a lot of red herbs.
well, there's like there's the one puzzle where you change like the watering liquid and it changes the
Oh
plants.
no, you gotta get it's like plant killer stuff.
And then there you can also get the red.
There's a red herb there. Yes, there's a couple herbs. There.
And then also the other jewel.
There's 3 jewels. There's a red one, a blue one, and a yellow one.
Don't you get the red one around that area too?
No, you don't get any of those soon. They're both later on in a puzzle room.
I don't know. In the playthrough, I remember they had the red and blue one fairly early on.
The red and blue one come from the same place. I mean, red and yellow one.
Can I? I'm gonna tell a really funny meme. That's 110% true. The dogs are in the window, very close to my foreskin.
No, I can't kill the dog yet, can
You can call the dogs, but you can't
I?
kill
No,
them.
well,
You can kill them. You can kill them relatively early as long as you use the shotgun correctly. But this is a totally not funny story, but I'm enjoying it. So,
That's what I'm thinking. You're a terrible person. I enjoy it.
no, it's the car wash one that's really
okay.
it's the actual car wash one that I find really funny.
go ahead.
So I wake up, and at the time I didn't have work that day, and I was just like, I'm gonna get a bucket list of things done, and I look at my watch, and it's pretty early in the morning. It was like 10. That's when I start my early days, because I'm a fucking cunt.
Well, you work late a lot of the time.
That's true, but still.
Like, I don't know. My current gig right now is like night security, and so I'm working until like 6. So I go to sleep at, when I get home, so it's like a drive. So I usually wake up at like 2.
Yeah.
So 10 is early.
But, so I'm like, I'm wearing, if I remember correctly, I was wearing my gym shorts. I had slipped on a pair of sandals at the time, my like magenta tank top, and last time I went up camping, on the way up I bought a hat, and I was like, I'll just wear this when my hair gets gross, so I don't have to wash it, like a loser. And I put that hat on because I hadn't washed my hair yet, and I hadn't taken a shower, and I felt gross, but I was like, I'm gonna wash my car before things get busy, and I'll just let the sun take care of drying it. I get to our car wash, which is pretty close to my house, actually. Well, my and Garrett's house. But, I get in line for one car wash, and the woman in front of me is counting her change. And I think, okay, this is no problem. And she counts her change for about 5 minutes. And I'm cool. I'm just blasting, just all the music I listen to in my car. Bad boy. Well, sorry, man. But I'm just really kind of being patient, and she eventually goes through the car wash and gets her car washed, and I drive up. I have exact change. It's got an express watch feature. That's wash feature. It's $5. I put 3 in 1 and 3 in 1s, excuse me, and like $2 in quarters, and it tells me to pull forward. So I do, and I stop, and the car wash doesn't start. And I sit there, and I'm like, do I do something? So I get out of my car, because it's telling me to stay on the pad. And I go and I press the call an attendant button. And he says, just wait in your car. And I said, okay. And I go and get back in my car. And a minute later, they send like this 4-foot tall guy who's like really small. And he comes up and knocks on my window, just casually. And I get out of the car, and I look like I'm a 6-foot tall, huge dude, and I don't look happy. That's just me normally. And the guy like pisses and shits himself at the same time, and he's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, the machine's just not starting." And I was there for another 20 minutes trying to get it started, and this guy keeps saying, "Sorry. Is there any way we can fix this for you?" And I was like, "Man, can I just get like a refund? Or can we just get this thing like going?" And he's like, Yes, no problem. I will get you your refund." I did not get my refund. I got a car wash that sucked, and I took it to the other side of town to get it washed afterwards. But just the fear was, oh, it sucks. Hey Josh, can you remember any relatable funnies?
No.
Can you pull the microphone closer to your face?
No.
Okay. Oh heck. Do you, Garrett? Spooky Dookie?
Dookie from Johnny Test.
Okay, so
Johnny Test is a great cartoon.
Josh, you had your, childhood throughout the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, and early 2000s, of course.
Josh, you had your childhood. And Josh was like, no, they took it from me.
Yes, most of us, except for Garrett, because he's like 8, but he's an adult. Hi, my name is Chris is the young one.
Canonically, Chris is the young one.
Yeah, because he's very youthful and steals youth from all of the women in South Philly because that's where he vacations.
Lures them to his home and performs occult rituals.
He did it on me, and that's why I look so sad and old.
Like most of the people die after the ritual is completed.
But I didn't, and he's just like, oh, dude, you want me to get you, like, a coffee or something? I was like, dude, yeah. And so Chris and I became friends.
It's a good story, Nick.
What were we even talking about to lead into that?
I don't even know.
Chris is the young one.
Oh, yeah.
Canonically.
Oh no, it started because, Jack, you were like, Josh, you grew up in the 90s, right?
Yeah. Josh is always walking around with his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themed surfboard, and he's like, let's go surfing.
We're in Colorado.
I know. That's the funny part.
What's one thing you miss about the good old days?
Being naked and watching Rocket Power in my room. I know that's Josh's answer because he would say, "Gotta come over to your house."
You light the fire and it heats up the metal thing, and then you put the wood on it.
Mhm.
And then you just gotta carry around a big slab of wood, I guess.
Yep. No, she had some paper and she, like, charcoal thinged it.
It's like a
charcoal thing.
night tower.
What's it called when you do that?
Charcoal thingy it.
Yeah, definitely not,
Charcoal rubbing, whatever the fuck they're called. I can't. Even that doesn't sound quite right.
And then magically, transfers from one thing to another.
He becomes youthful.
Like Chris, after he steals the life from
That's how he does it. He just rubs charcoal on.
Specifically Philadelphia.
That's what you said. I don't know how you do that.
That's where Chris was born and raised.
No, we are not going into that Will Smith comparison. We do it too many times. But he spent most of his days on the playground, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, alcohol, and shooting some people outside of school. For a white guy.
And for being as short as he is.
I'm like, have you played?
He's grown his legs out. He stretches them out in the wind. He jelks his legs.
No, he does like the Michael Jordan arm stretch.
Some ASMR.
Only his legs, not anything else.
I just imagined the Michael Jordan arm stretch, but it's Fat Albert in the intro when he points at to you. I'm gonna sing a song to you.
He reaches for the TV because he sees you crying. Hey, stop crying.
Fat Albert's in my TV! Ah!
That's real fear.
Not any of that fake fear.
Nick, I still can't not think of your idea that how, because of the animated intro of that movie and everything, it feels like they were trying to start a new Fat Albert TV show.
Which would have been cool.
Yeah, because
they could have linked it into the canon of Little Bill. And Bill Cosby's character could have said, I don't need this sweater no more, Dad. And he puts on the Black Hornet sweater. If you act like I'm saying this is a meme, but I'd watch it.
Yeah, because those animated parts are actually really cool. And we were
They should have
watching.
just done that instead of Little Bill.
I like Little Bill.
When me and Nick were watching
Very
it
Like
together, I
Forever
mentioned
More.
how it reminded me a lot of
What about
like the Looney
worry.
Tunes around that
I like the
era.
buddy system.
How the not like the old original Looney Tunes.
Just
but
the kind of squash and stretch of the characters' ligaments.
well, and
How it looked good.
and also like the animation style.
Yeah.
Also, it also reminded us of crap. What's the like inside the human body?
Oh, Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones. It reminds me a lot of Osmosis Jones. Like it's Osmosis Jones. It's the same animation style and perspective, and the backgrounds are it's the same thing.
Oh. Hi, Emery.
Oh no!
What's happening
Sorry.
in the chat? We haven't had any comments from the chat in a while.
Okay, I'm the one paying attention. Excuse me. I noticed the ones important to Josh before Josh does.
I am playing the game!
Hey guys, let's talk about that
And
time
I
that
totally noticed Dean, if that's what you're talking about.
What? No!
I'm just
Anyway,
was it you or you who
You can't just say that, Nick. They
was
can't
it
see you pointing.
Was it you, Jack, or was it you, Garrett, who pantsed me that one time?
Which time?
I thought it was Josh.
No, it wasn't Josh because I remember.
Plenty.
No, you guys had send Josh, and he was like piggyback, and it's not like the stupid Vine thing where they say piggyback and they have to do it as a meme. It's just what Josh and I kind of do as a joke on each other. But Josh said piggyback, and we were in the middle of this really kind of crowded city center, and Josh jumps on my back, and I think that's going to be the end of it. But all of a sudden, I feel two hands very quickly grab the insides of my cargo pants pockets and yank down. And that's how I was pantsed in a city center.
It also tore the pockets off.
Why were you commando?
I wasn't commando. I was just wearing tight pants. I was wearing tight pants. Tight pants. No one saw my wiener. Nobody wants to look at it anymore. No one will fuck me.
No one wanted to look at it before.
True, Garrett.
Yeah. There are a lot of people there. A lot of people saw your willy on that day. You scarred a lot of people.
Shut the fuck up.
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
Brown
with
bricks.
Brown bricks. Me and
Stop
Nick
trying to change the
had
subject.
the same idea.
Like, you're fine with it, embarrassing Garrett, but like,
That's because Garrett kicked down a child because he thought he was dressed as a clan member. Brown bricks in my Kampf. Garrett, what funny story do you remember from our past where we played the shitty games that sucked ass?
Oh.
Garrett.
Remember that one time you guys surprised me at work right before we closed, and then you guys stayed after we closed?
For
but
2
I
minutes.
I was kind of too scared to tell you guys to leave.
For 2 minutes. Stop trying to sarcastically bring things that just happened up.
Like, we were just going to,
We came into your store to say hi to you and talk to you, our friend Garrett. We were not the only people in that store. There was a man looking at hardware tools. He said, I wonder if I could make a house with this. I'm going to have to listen to that one. That one was good.
Nah, like... How is it working at the Home Depot, Garrett? What?
I was confused
Garrett
too until you
manages a
said
Home
Garrett.
Depot.
No. I do not like those guys.
Oh. Yeah, those.
Gary, you manage a Home Depot. You have keys, you know, like, it's not like we forced our way in there with guns.
Jack, I don't work at Home Depot anymore. I
You did
used
at
to
the
work
time of
there.
the story.
No, this is a different time. This was when
What
I was.
time did we, like, intimidate you in?
This was when I had just started at Radio Shack. You know, before they died. Along with Toys
Hey,
R
look, it's
Us
a fidget
and-
spinner.
But yeah, I just started there, so I wasn't like comfortable with any of the other people or managers. I was kind of scared. It was like, I don't want to push my luck too much. And then all of you, like all like 5 of you, come in right before we close. And it's like, I'm friends with you and all. And it's like, so it's like I want to be nice, but it's, I just felt like too stressed and intimidated on both ends to tell you guys to leave, but also you guys were my friends. And
Hey,
I
Garrett,
didn't
shut the
wanna
fuck
do
up.
that. No.
Hey, Josh, tell me about that time that you gently pet a dog.
Oh, well, I saw this dog, and then I walked up and I petted it gently.
Dude, nice. Was it a good dog?
All dogs are good dogs.
Not the dogs
Yeah.
in this game. They're bitey boys.
Well, they're kind of good, but also scared.
You're
Like,
good at killing.
I want to take over your coke. So's my heart. I wonder if I could build a house out of this. You feel me, man? He said while looking at the Apple Watches.
There's that fucking bird cage just makes me think of Fat Albert.
Why does everything make you think of Fat Albert? What do you?
No, I just thought because
that cage just jumps out of me and says, "Hey, hey, hey!"
No, because
I'm gonna build a car with
because
trash.
every time in that show when it cuts back to Bill Cosby, he's always doing the weirdest shit. Like
he's always poking the small woman in a
he's
cage,
like-
and he says, "Now don't you tell nobody what I did to you. Here's $50,000."
He's like slowly going insane in the cutaways. And there's just like one where he's just kind of like messing with a bird cage. It's really unclear what he's doing with it.
today.
Yeah, that one time Bill Cosby opens the bird cage and releases 3,000 like crows, and he's like, "Now go spread the poison that
No,
I've
it's
introduced
just
with
a
hey,
really
hey, hey."
short cutaway, and he's just messing with a bird cage, and you can't tell what he's doing with a bird cage. It's like they just handed him a bird cage.
When you
and-
say that, I think of like the video. Have you seen the video of the guy like fucking crushing the bird cage while the parakeet yells at him?
Yeah.
Just think of that with Bill Cosby when you say that. But Garrett, who's your favorite Fat Albert character?
Albert.
That's mine.
Wombley.
Hey, 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 it's Wombley. Isn't it the autistic kid?
No, those are unrelated.
There's that
episodes.
one. That's a good episode. I love that episode.
I like. I.
Wasn't that?
No, Mainstream is a different one, but Mainstream is just as good.
You see, Fat Albert, this boy's retarded, and Fat Albert looks like, holy shit, this is odd. Oh, he's acting weird, even though
He does
he's
like
not
an
acting weird.
See, Fat Albert is like an anime. I've realized because he does.
Jojo, Omaewa, you are as the French say.
No, because he does anime style like reaction faces, but it's American style animation, so you can't tell. But it's totally an anime because of all of the reaction cuts they have of that, and they would all be anime expressions. If it was anyone other than Fat Albert.
Fat Albert, you got NK. NK? Yeah, no kawaii. Shut the fuck up, Garrett. Hey, Jack. What? Wow. Let's just fucking jump off a bridge.
Oh, no, I'm just letting you guys know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get a drink.
What are you
Would
doing,
like to
Jack?
get me one?
What kind of drink do you want?
Maybe a Diet Cock.
Hey, hey, hey. It's Bresident Bevil.
Fat Albert in World War II.
Hey, it's D-Day. Hey, it's Hiroshima.
Let's see. Sorry. Let me get more go. Oh wait.
You were there when Chris climbed up the fire escape just to swing after trying to start changing at the fifth story window of the apartment.
Sorry, can you repeat all of that? I'm drunk.
Oh, so you're not mic'd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Here.
Asking Nick.
What story?
Explain a story. He will repeat what I said. Hey, Nick, tell him about the one time Chris climbed up the fire escape of the apartment to scream at the woman he saw changing on the fifth floor of the apartment near us.
Oh, fuck. Okay, Jack asked me to tell you about the time that Chris climbed up a fire escape to yell at the woman changing on approximately the fifth story. So, you see...
I've never understood. What's the difference between stories and floors? Because there is a difference.
A story is a 10-foot increment. If there are 4 floors in a 50-foot tall building, it's 5 stories. But there are 4 levels. It's just an increment of measuring 10 feet. 10 to 12 feet. People are loose with it. But the story goes that, if I remember correctly, which I never do, it was the time that Jack and I... Not really Jack at the time, because he was kind of just phasing out. Because Jack goes to bed a little bit earlier than I do. Because... Well, I mean... Yes and no. I have a bad schedule. But we were watching TV. We were watching like some shitty show because that's all that's on in the morning. And Jack looks out my window directly right to my TV and sees our building across the street. He sees a couple stories up, and he sees just a silhouette of what looks like someone changing. Jack laughs, elbows me, and points. At the time, Chris was staying in our house before, of course, he moved in with Jonah. But Chris took personal offense to this for some reason. Jack and I thought it was kind of funny that someone forgot to, you know, not backlight them as they were changing, because we didn't see anything. It was just an outline. And, so Chris, he...
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
Chris had been sleeping in his jeans. He climbs up the fire escape. Hey, look, it's Josh. But...
You would wear a jacket like that, Josh.
But Chris climbs up the fire escape directly out of my window and climbs up a couple of flights and screams at the person to get away from their window. And that's how I had the police called on me. Because someone living in my house had just verbally threatened someone, apparently. And I did not enjoy that day. Hey Garrett, talk about the time that you are Garrett. Now it fucking sucks because you're not Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What?
Love you.
My
Wholesome.
leg is falling asleep.
Wholesome.
I don't know why.
Wholesome. Give me the hand. Wholesome. Thank you.
Mighty.
Yeah, that's because you keep fucking
Glad I'm
me.
not the only one.
Why does it get so hot in here? I don't understand.
It's
Maybe because there's a bunch of dudes.
maybe because this is the farthest room from the air conditioner. Because we choose to be in this room so you don't hear the air conditioner go.
Probably do anyway. You can probably hear my computer.
That's why I don't use my mic for any Cool Guy Nick videos. And by any, I mean the Rainbow Six one I just put up. But don't subscribe to my channel, it's shit.
I don't even have one yet.
Subscribe to
Follow Pickles and Milk on Instagram for pictures of pickles and milk. Josh, he comes in my room while I'm naked, I'll add, and he says, "Dude, look at this picture I just posted on Instagram." And I say, "I don't fucking care about Instagram because I don't have an account." And Josh will pin me down and show me the picture, and it's usually just a jar of pickles and a gallon of milk.
You were mentioning, Josh?
What?
Was that the broken shotgun you were mentioning?
When you play as Chris, you have to come in here, take the broken shotgun, take it over and switch it. With Jill, you can do that, but not if you pick up the shotgun and go into that trap room. If you... No, we do, Jill.
We know, Jack.
You're not gay.
No.
Jack, you agree in the traps? They are gay. Traps are gay.
Mm-hmm.
He's admitting it.
Vote in the comments below.
Vote all 0 people. Hey y'all, if you want us to read your comment live on the air, just comment
and say, "Hey, when you stream again in 7 months, please read my comment."
Can I just say the stream's been going fairly smoothly.
I'm gonna get Dean Randolph tattooed on my
A
foreskin.
different computer. It's been going well. I'm.
Well, now that we're not streaming through, a 6-year-old MacBook.
You see, Garrett.
But I mean, we're running at higher speed. We're running at 720p instead of the standard definition we were working at last stream. And
do you guys want to get matching tattoos?
No.
Come on, it would be so cool.
I don't want proof that I associated with you fucks.
I'm gonna break your frail little legs, fucking dickhead.
Garrett,
what tattoo would you suggest?
And that's a swear.
I think we should get just a tattoo that's just like a poorly drawn, like we put everyone's name in a hat, and we draw, and whoever draws, like say I draw your name from the hat, I have to draw a picture of you that you have to get tattooed on like your body. I want that so much.
That means one person will have a good tattoo, and then everyone else will have shitty tattoos.
I'd be fine with having a shitty tattoo. Yeah, Josh can art. Josh looks down at his pickles and milk and says, "I can make this art." So it would just be like a jar of milk with a pickle in it. Who jars milk?
Jars milk.
We'll call that. We'll call this.
I like how you commented on what you said immediately after you said it. Who jars milk?
We'll call this stream highlights. Who jars milk? I'll have to download this entire video in a .wav format. Do a compilation of us bullshitting.
Ooh. I'll play it through the pop filter.
Hey Josh.
I'm just can't do it.
How many hands do you have that aren't yours? I know you have a jar somewhere.
Well, like on me?
No, just in general.
Oh, like 6.
Nice.
You need me to lend you a hand?
Yeah, I want mine back.
No. One of these are the tiger statue. It's not this one. This is the other
Good to
one.
know.
Just, I wanted to show it to you.
Okay.
See.
I appreciate it. Nice.
That one has 2 zombies in it. One of them is in a closet.
You should come out. It's
Yeah.
alright in this world today to do that.
This game wasn't made in this time, Garrett.
Yeah, but this is a
Is Garrett
this is a
giggling
remake.
and
This is his
trying
chance.
to be funny?
Well, look at that tiger statue.
Where are those?
What is the
old-fashioned
significance
values?
of the tiger statue?
I want you to
Well, you find 3 gems. A red one, a blue one, and a yellow one. And we an inscription here. A tiger glowing with blue and yellow light.
Wow.
We're gonna take this damn gem and use it.
Wow.
Now you just need some yellow light.
Yep, but I can't get it till a little bit later. I've never tried the red one, but I think like snakes come out.
Yeah.
Huh.
Is there
Wait,
another
so-
place
wait,
for
go-
the
go
red
look at
one,
the-
or
Look at the box of shotgun.
Hey guys, if you're a female
I only
aged
eat cartridges.
19 to
It's a really
21 in the
small
Ruckersville,
box.
Virginia area, please send Garrett an email. Please, no darkies.
why from Ruckersville, Virginia?
I'll
I
give
know
you
it's
one
a Chris
guess.
Chan meme, but
Yeah,
still,
fine. If you're from upstate Colorado, send Garrett a tit pic.
fuck yeah.
But it's not of your tit. I'll post a picture of my tit on Twitter. Send him that. Garrett doesn't have a Twitter, so which will be fine because he'll never see the photo.
I have a Twitter, but I've never figured out how to use it.
I have a Twitter,
I'll pull
but
up your
I've never
handle.
tweeted
I have a
anything.
Twitter.
I only
Hey, it's
I only
Hot
get
Mad
on
Touch
it to
on
look
Twitter.
up Glum George Lucas.
Actually, no,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
lie.
definitely
Well, I have
not,
tweeted
but-
on it, but I've only tweeted to try and win contests.
Follow Glum George Lucas on Twitter. He's a sad man.
So where are we? What time is it?
It's 12:30.
It's 2 o'clock in the AM because we live in Colorado.
Oh no.
No. Josh has a Twitter. You can find it at Cool Guy Josh in all caps.
Really? Is that it?
Yeah, but your
didn't know
handle
what
is
it was.
your name. My handle is at Nick_casts. And I don't remember why I did that, but now it's just under all my videos, so I don't want to
Well,
change
Nick,
it.
it's because we were gonna start a podcast.
I was wish my last name was Cassius.
No.
Okay. Yeah. My full name is Nikolai Cassius, and it's the fucking gayest thing.
I mean, you're running around holding
That's
my
the
side because it got
yes.
changed up. I mean, if I go in here, there's gonna be dogs.
Don't go in there then.
Running around at the speed of sound.
I need plant.
I have no legs, and I'm laying eggs.
Ooh. What type of porn is this?
It's not porn, it's Sonic.
Okay, well, I'll do it.
Don't. I just said don't do it.
Running around eating bees
Okay,
and sound.
What if I save first?
I
There you
eat
go.
bees. I love eating bees.
I'll use this typewriter that you use once during the game and never again.
I grab a bowl
I'll
of
use it
dead
twice.
bees and milk. I sit down and I eat it.
Crunchy.
Usually
Oh,
when I play
crunch.
this game, I like to
The forbidden
grab everything and
seal.
bring it into my safe room and put it in a box and clear out the entire mansion. But
That's fair.
I'm not doing it. So
Hey Garrett, what would you do if I just grabbed your leg and gave it an Indian burn?
Probably scream.
Let's test that theory.
Ah.
Jack, can I Indian burn your arm? Come on, dude, it'll be funny. For the meme, I'm Indian burning Jack's arm, see?
No, stop. Ow. Stop. Fucking. Stop.
You see, now you just make it worse by smacking it. Hey Jack,
Why?
how's that Indian burn feel?
Not too good.
It's funny
I'm
because I
being honest.
overpowered you to give you an Indian burn.
I think I can.
Okay, I'm sorry.
get through this.
I was working for like 12 hours before this, man. I'm not at my peak. You know.
Oh fuck. I sent a message that I was originally going to send to our friend Diamond Caliber. I sent it to the live chat. It makes sense in context, but
Oh no,
Josh,
dogs.
what percentage of the game would you say you've got done?
Pretty much all of it.
You haven't even seen the basement
Gary,
area
shut
yet.
up.
that's because Josh is gonna go downstairs and grab his pants and take a fat shit in the basement. That's the funny part.
Okay. I walk
Do it.
out here, I can get some plants, get the plant food, and then heal myself.
And then become God and rip off your leg.
Before the dogs.
I don't know what's up with my legs and arms are being removed, but I guess it's my foot.
It's because you don't like legs and.
Dude, is that a bag of fertilizer?
No, isn't that the plant killer?
Isn't that Garrett?
Yeah.
Did you just take that herb and you suck on its leaves?
Dude, what about that herb over there? Is that a red herb?
Oh my gosh, this is gonna sound odd, but one of the things that I just thought of while remembering that is there's an episode of Little House on the Prairie where there is a Native American boy, and he sometimes gets onto the planet, like the place where they all live, and the youngest girl finds him in a shed sucking on a piece of leather. I don't remember why I found that so funny, but I did. And she's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm sucking on leather.
That
She's
is
why?
like the most generic ass this name I've ever seen, Josh.
What?
Will you take the chemical to use on plants?
Well, it's a chemical you use on plants.
Yeah.
Is that what's like printed on the bag though? Chemical to use on
I
plants.
just like the idea of when they're trying to plan this puzzle, they're like, what should we call this? I don't know, I think it's too hard. Let's make it real easy on them.
Emery has officially made this so much better. But yeah, I didn't get that part of Little House on the Prairie. I'm like, why is he sucking on a belt? And I was like, okay, maybe I can get nutrients from this denim, even though it's not leather, and it's nothing similar. And my dad came in, he's like, why the fuck are you sucking on leather? I mean, on denim, and I was like, I saw it on Little House on the Prairie. He didn't use those exact words, I exaggerated. He's like, Nicholas, why are you sucking on denim?
The chewing on leather thing.
Yeah, Garrett will occasionally, at work, if he gets tired, he'll just cut a bit of his belt off and chew on it. He'll be like, it really helps me strengthen my jaw. And it does, because when I stick my fingers in Garrett's mouth, after I, like, scratch my ass as a joke, he bites down.
And I break his finger.
I don't actually do that. I scratch my gooch. I'm glad no one questioned that.
And we believe it.
No, I just scratch my dandruff scalp. My scalp dandruff. Fuck. My dandruff scalp. Hey Josh, let's talk about the very real time that you became Darth Vader and cut off my leg.
No.
Okay. Hey Jack.
Yes.
How did you get that wicked scar on your forehead that looks like Harry Potter's scar but isn't?
Well, you see,
Oh yeah, I remember. They hit you with a shovel.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that didn't turn into a really angry thing.
You just kind of have to laugh about some things.
Yeah,
like you're like,
glad
hey
you
Jack,
chose to laugh
catch,
about one.
except you didn't let go of the shovel.
I said, hey Jack, catch, and it just kind of like...
Hit me in the head with a shovel.
Yep.
I don't know, I was right next to you. I don't know why you said catch either.
Oh yeah, Barry leaves me a bunch of shit.
The best part about that was
Yeah,
Jack
nice
just kind of
throw.
looked at me as the blood streamed down his face, and he's like, nice throw, dude. Hey, do you guys want to get together and just kind of hang out in short shorts and tank tops and just watch the roast of Donald Trump?
Yeah.
That they did forever ago.
Yes.
Thank you, Emery. I think stone rubbing might be it.
Yeah, that's what Garrett does when he gets his dick.
And that was a
Oh, that's what she was saying?
Yeah,
I was all like,
that
what?
was like
Is she-
that was a long time ago, but yes.
No, I was like,
ago.
I thought that she was commenting on like me like moving a statue or something and the stones were rubbing.
Yes, because that's what that would mean.
It made sense to me.
Hey Josh, can you tell everyone about that one time that you almost legally married Jack for tax benefits?
Well,
you're gonna need to talk a little bit louder.
I don't.
I don't.
It's not that crazy of a story. Me and Jack, we're gonna get married for tax benefits.
Where you going, big guy?
God. Now I understand why no one watches our channel. The top recommended video right below our stream is Fortnite Season 5 live stream.
That's no problem. I'm gonna go and tell him to fuck off and die.
There's
Fortnite.
There's only 567 people watching it. So.
Hey, would you guys watch if we made Jack play Fortnite?
Please no.
This is a good answer. I'm getting a positive response.
No.
I think we're gonna make Jack be Fortnite now. Hey Jack, you're Fortnite now. Do the dance.
Do the dance.
No, Jack, you have to do the one thing.
What? No, this is like the OG. Doesn't that like this has the like the OG Fortnite things, right?
There's like a couple, so.
I thought there was one where he goes like this and his body like wiggles a little bit.
I don't know. The only one I remember.
This is not funny to anyone watching the stream.
I'll describe it.
There is no visual.
So
cues.
Jack's currently standing in a room, T-posing at me. I feel dominated. Oh, I want to.
No, like.
I want to play.
I played Fortnite a few times, and the only dance I remember was in the pregame lobby. Is everyone would just like it was like the I can't really shuffle because my shoes have a grip on this crap.
I'm gonna play Bard in D&D now, and I'm gonna get like dominate person and dominate monster, and when I do it, I'm just gonna T-pose him.
Yes.
What was I gonna do now?
You were gonna play Fortnite.
You're right.
You know what I realized?
What?
While I was driving here from work, I just had the thoughts.
You see, Emery, they didn't get married because Josh realized that he was totally devoted to me. Josh is my boyfriend, okay? Josh is my boyfriend. Back off. Josh is my boyfriend. I give him kisses, and I give him hugs, and I give him all the emotional support he needs.
What was I gonna do? I was gonna go burn those guys because they're dumb.
It's me. I'm back, except I'm on the couch that's behind the couch now.
But as I was saying, what I realized was the difference between T-posing and posing as Christ is either your palms are facing the ground or they're facing forward.
Yeah, I mean.
And also, I recently learned about the name.
No, but seriously, I don't have enough time in my day for Josh. I appreciate people actually loving him, not for his body.
I also recently learned about the term A pose, which is another.
It's any pose you make, and you say it's a pose.
Shut the fuck up.
It's like a T pose, but your arms are not all the way out. It's like your arms are in A.
Have you heard of the Y pose, or the M pose, or the C pose, or the A pose?
Yeah. When you look, you say, "See?
Have you heard of
pose?"
The A pose is actually.
Have you heard of the Y pose, or the M pose, or the C pose, or the A pose?
It's when you slap your head and you say, "Here's why,"
and then you do it together, and you get real fruity.
Watching them burn all three of these guys at the same time.
See,
Hopefully.
the far better Village People songs are Macho Man and the Navy.
Okay, I guess I only burnt one. So this guy's gonna come back later. Fuck me. Now what do I do? Oh no, dogs will get me if we go in there.
This is a good aesthetic.
It is really satisfying. Just all of these flashing lights and like 3 screens you can just look across.
Is Jack's mic live?
Yeah.
Yes.
I should know that I'm watching right now. Ba-da-da-bum-bum, he's gonna take you back to the past. To show you pics of his gaping ass. He'd rather have his load be blown by a diarrhea dump in his ear.
You can't just.
He'd rather eat Garrett's leg than deal with all of the shit Garrett says.
There's a guy up
He's
there.
an angry
You wanna know
boy.
the worst thing about that intro?
Shut the fuck up, Garrett.
No, I really. Yeah, the end when he's not in fucking tune. I hate it so much.
Angry video game nerd.
Angry video game.
When was the last time you saved?
Kale's actually singing it.
It's like-
Bum, bum, bum. He's gonna take you back to the past. To play these shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and drown it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's an angry video game nerd. Okay, I say it all the time, but that's gonna be a slave song in the future. When the human race is enslaved, everyone's just gonna pickaxe to that.
I mean, we'll be doing the work fast at least.
Dude, yeah, we'll do it to the Fire and Flames.
I mean, like, because normal work songs are steady. They're not that fast.
It's like, hey Garrett, sing your favorite song for my ears.
I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something to say. That was just the first song I remembered when you mentioned music.
Hey Garrett, harmonize with me. Oh,
fuck. Spooky.
Oh, fuck, spooky.
Huh.
Hey Josh, you Markiplier?
Hi everybody, it's me Markiplier. I'm here to do an ASMR video.
Did you just get that?
Yeah, of course we did.
Good.
I don't want to go through there, but I have to.
Is that photo? Is that like a religious photo?
No.
Which
Picture
photo?
a woman mourning in front of a large crowd. It's probably your mother.
I keep looking at it and it keeps reminding me of the, what's it called, like, the last dying dinner, what?
The time when Jesus broke all that fish
Yeah.
and bread for the...
No, the one where it's Jesus and all the apostles at the table eating. Shit.
The Last Supper.
Last Supper
Brunch.
thing.
Josh, kill the planet.
The last brunch.
The Last Brunch.
Now, where do I need to go? I'm the best speedrunner. We're in like 5 minutes. Look how far we're gone.
Guys, this is a fucking epic speedrun. Smash that like button. Mate, leave a subscribe. Josh is a good boy. Hey, Emery says kill the plants.
Well, yeah, I know.
You're a cuck.
I've already mentioned...
Oh no, I said that, not Emery. Sorry.
I'm not a cuck, Emery.
Stop clapping like a little autist.
That's all I am. It's a little fucking autist.
The Last Supper. Emery's the info guy. Fuck you, Garrett.
Okay. I just came back and it hasn't reloaded any of the comments. There we go.
Okay, gonna go kill point. I'm gonna kill point.
Hey Josh. Hey, let's do an improv situation.
Okay,
let's do an
This entire stream is.
Let's do an epic
up with
improv
shit.
session.
Okay.
I am the man, and you are my doctor. Hello, doctor. Who is my doctor?
Hello.
I've been having. How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I am good. You see,
snaps rubber glove.
Why are you doing that, doctor? Why don't you
Why
put on
does it
rubber
sound
gloves?
like a freaking furry RP thing?
What?
Snaps a glove.
Doctor, you don't need to tell me what you're doing. Like, I can see you putting on gloves very clearly. I just came to talk to you about
Right, make sure you put the hose in the right spot.
Garrett, I know. I
came-
have played this game twice.
Okay, doctor. I'm glad you're playing a game here, but I don't really feel comfortable with this.
Don't fuck up, Josh.
I just needed the results from my urine sample testing.
that-
So Doc, do I have kidney stones, dude?
See, that part isn't actually in the original. You don't have to pick which one to put it in. It just works.
Wait, why can't I not choose what one? Or do I do it and then...
No. Me. I don't know. Just double check everything.
Yeah,
okay.
there we go.
That was a really good roleplay,
I want
Doctor.
to
Thank
send
you.
it to Leaf.
What?
It said red, green, and then Leaf, and I was like, I'll send it to Leaf.
Oh no, it's fruit punch.
Make like a green herb and leaf.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a good joke, Josh. I also would have accepted red herb.
Shut the
They
fuck
both
up,
have
Garrett.
leaf.
But there's blue ones too, Garrett.
You wouldn't have accepted that one.
Oh, that's why I had to come in here?
Yeah, the emblem thing.
It's a mask.
Hey, Josh.
Where do I get more ammo?
The local gun store.
You know, Smith store.
I guess
in
I'll
West.
Dude, it's the stone mask.
Hey, look, it's Garrett.
It's the stone mask from JoJo.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Garrett. Good reference.
The first season intro for that show is great. Like intro theme thing, and then of course ends perfectly.
When do you guys want to end it? And by it, I mean our lives.
Now?
Okay.
What are you doing? Why are you making that into
So you can smoke it, dude. You can get schlonked on game weed.
Roll that.
You can combine it with
Roll that herb,
red
my
herb.
man.
Just tape it up and roll that la 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 la. Hey, what difficulty are you
This
playing
is
on, Josh?
easy.
Just crank it up and smoke that.
I've
Hey.
beat this game on a harder difficulty, just
Sure.
so all you
Fucking
people listening
loser.
will know.
Josh likes playing easy games. Josh, I hung out with him once.
The difficulty setting is Josh.
I hung out with him once, and Josh was like, "Dude, come look at my personal computer. I'm playing Peter Rabbit learns first grade math." And I was like,
Oh
"Dude."
fuck!
I was like, "Dude,
No,
what fucking setting
leave
is
me
this on?"
alone,
And Josh,
please.
Josh said, "Dude, easy." And I was
away
like,
at a
"Dude, are you
moderate
dumb?"
pace.
And Josh said, "Yes." Josh is dumb, confirmed.
Don't run around with guns.
He couldn't even play Clue
Get
Finders on the
fucking
PC.
Do I ever-
Is the safety on, Josh?
I don't ever need to go in that hallway again, I think.
Look at that. Perfection.
Do I?
I don't know, we'll figure it out at some point if you do.
No, I don't. What do I need to do?
Emery's making fun of you, Josh.
I mean, it's not hard to make fun of Josh. I mean, look at his style. It is whack.
If you want to see a pro person play this game, check out Emery's YouTube channel.
What is it called?
I don't. She doesn't have one.
Emma Resident Evil.
Emery, please make that channel.
Emma Resident Evil. God damn, that's a good meme.
Upload Dark Souls.
Yeah, I'd never play
Wait, where do I
Resident Evil.
find the other sheet of music?
I'll show you.
Is it in that dumb room with the?
By dumb room, do you mean the one where they're the two zombies and the one acts like it's dead, like in the beginning of Resident
No, I have to
Evil
go
2?
back in that hallway. I think.
Oh.
Wait, no, I don't, because it's clear. It's clear.
Yeah, you can see the outside through it, and it's really epic.
Where do I find it? I need sheet music.
Probably in the music room, and you get all the instruments to play, and then the ghost appears at the piano.
Wrong mansion.
It's actually
game.
not that different.
It's not though.
Luigi's Mansion strats work for Resident Evil. Please.
Oh no.
I mean, they were both on the GameCube. Actually, Luigi's Mansion was on the GameCube first, but Resident Evil was before Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, fuck.
Probably kind of parody.
He's just chilling.
This first game.
Whoa, what the hell, dude? You just killed that guy. Holy shit.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm out of
No.
ammo.
Get out of there.
Run.
No, I need to get in here. I'm gonna die, probably.
Next Josh death is when we'll call this room.
Okay, Josh, kill yourself.
Is this place?
No, this
think it
isn't.
is?
What room is the? What room is the?
Remember, bring your lighter. You
Oh,
have
is
to
it?
light the candle
No.
to see.
Where's the sheet music, Emery? tell me, please.
Only other part I remember from this game is the weird room you go in that has the head mounted on the like deer head mounted on the wall, and you go into one of the rooms and it has a journal. It also has some ammo in it. Mostly because some zombies pop out of a closet when they find the journal.
This is a really good story. I give this 1 out of 10. Beating our standard of negative 1 out of 10.
Like, what are you doing to my stuff?
Breaking it. Hey Jack, you want to sing Mask Off?
Oh, wait, can I get in there now? Sorry, I wasn't reading it.
Hey Jack, what mumble rap do you like?
That was my guess, but whatever. That means I have to go get the fucking stuff for Richard.
Hey Jack, what song do you and I both know, and Garrett even too, so we can sing? Because that's just funny joke that never
Joshua
gets
hit the bed.
Jericho, singing at the battle of Jericho, and as I started to bleed, what?
Well, Joshua
Rose in the morning light, and the trump began.
I'm so
to
inspired.
sound. And he played Resident Evil 1, and he didn't know. So he wandered around. And Joshua looked at the live comments, and his brain began to sound. He was getting called out by Emery for just retarding around. Jericho, Jericho.
Why are we doing
Resident Evil, the Battle of Jericho, because he keeps picking up plants.
See, the problem...
Well, Richard hits the ground in a bloody mess, and he slowly begins to morph. He'll grab your urethra and choke you out, and he'll say, "Are we gay?"
Monsters. Is this the one you can help?
Yeah.
Is this the one where you become
He also
Joshua
is the one who dies and gives me a shotgun.
Poisonous. Poisonous? Richard.
Richard, stop, you fucking idiot.
Bring me serum.
He's not in that position in the original.
Emery's making fun of you.
In the original, he's literally
Get
just
it,
laying
okay?
on the fucking
You're gonna
ground.
make it.
Emery's just
In the
fucking
middle of
roasting.
the hallway.
Emery's roasting you, dude. Emery's fucking poning you. Epic style, dude. Emery's.
I told you, Emery is
poning
better
you.
at this game than me.
Hey, Emery.
Well, can't I see this side of Emery more often?
Can you just beat up Josh?
Yeah, beat up Josh, Emery.
Beat him up. I'm a little fucking loser and kick him in the leg. That's what I do. Hey guys, let's go back to what we were singing. Not really though. What other songs do we know?
More about me, please.
More about you?
Yes.
Okay.
What was the other one you liked?
What's the symbol?
I don't even know that one.
What is the symbol where he says, "I'm gonna morph out of my skin, so y'all best beware. I have some legs and kicking feet and lots of underwear." Hey Garrett, what was the symbol where you sang as Scar, who fuck Mufasa? You say, "I am a giant lion."
I needed to get past him, but I couldn't juke.
With my teeth and ambitions are bad, be prepared. That was a good effect.
I just did.
Let's watch that back. That was a good effect. That was a really good effect. That had a charm.
Witness for my Lord. Be witness for my Lord.
Who will be a witness for my Lord?
Wait, what verse are you guys on?
The beginning.
So we know.
I'll be a witness for my Lord. You read them on some till his wife sat upon his knee. She said, tell me where your strength lies, if you please. But old Samson's wife, she talked so fair. Samson said, fucking choke me, bitch. Shave my head just as clean as your hand, and my strength will come like a natural man. Samson was a witness, Lord.
Perfect. In college, one of the advanced choirs actually sang basically that exact same song, but with double the amount of parts, and it was freaking awesome. And I hated that I wasn't in that choir, because I actually really liked that song when we were in choir.
There's a choir boy.
I'm a music boy.
Choir boy.
And yes, that includes choir.
Ha! I saved Richard, even though
I'm gonna
he's
give
a
you a
bitch.
shot.
And the first
like a bitchard.
And the first came when you saved him.
Emery's making fun of all of us now.
Call me Dick.
How's it going, Dick? Maybe it's a compliment.
I don't know if I am on the easy setting. Maybe because like I've got like no ammo pretty much.
Garrett, come on, choose a new song.
Those. What's the one? Little Gay Ben had the solo on.
I don't know.
What's the one Nick had the solo on?
What? Oh, that was fucking the one from that shitty movie.
Hello, hello, Mrs. Wilson. Can I see your titties?
I'm just imagining that situation. You're calling someone's parents on the phone, and you're like, "Can I see your titties?"
Hello, Mrs. Wilson. This is Harvey Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Can I eat your daughter?
Oh no, I didn't bring my lighter! You
fucking idiot.
Get out of
One
there!
thing ever.
We're out of there, Fox.
Did you hear about Kim?
But it's okay because I just need this
She has no fucking
handgun
legs.
ammo.
And maybe no
Now you have to go all the way back.
Hey guys, what other song are we singing? What is
Come on,
one?
Garrett,
What is?
remember.
Like 15 years ago.
Come on, Gary. You can remember.
Hey, do you remember any of the Journeyman songs, Jack?
What?
Do you remember any of the Journeyman songs that Garrett wasn't a part of because he was?
Tell me where the ammo is, please. Fuck!
Singers.
I wasn't in mass. I
You're
was
right.
in concert choir. Because I couldn't do master or soft.
Jack, what's the song that we both know that Garrett doesn't? Play that monkey music. I love how we didn't sing, we didn't present a single musical piece, but we still got like 100% on that.
Oh yeah, no, the final.
Yeah, the
basically
final.
what it was.
Yeah, this is.
And me and Nick were in a group together.
And we both listened to the different versions of the song "Play That Funky Music," and we didn't present, and we passed with 100% because Jack and I were really good at being fucking dicks.
And also,
when people were being loud, we'd tell them to shut up, and we made fun of Ben
It was also the
Leishman.
first year that class had ever existed.
Yep, we were great at it.
we
Jack
were
and I were the
dicks, but we were
best.
dicks to the people who were bigger dicks, so the teacher liked us.
Yeah, we were just like condoms.
Wait, where am I going now? I need
Get
to go
your
get lighter.
All right, Jack.
Yes.
Oh, what's the best way?
What is a song that we sing? What is a song that we sing good? Because song is funny meme, and my brain poopy.
Come on, Garrett.
Garrett, think of a
You were a
song.
master.
What was a
There were some
song?
good ones in
Hey
concert
Josh, you
choir
wanna
that
pretend like we're
were
playing
actually
Jaws
really
on
good.
my violin and your
That's
cello?
not an aesthetic.
No.
That was
I think I
bad.
do though.
It's bad.
Concert choir had some cool songs that year, though. You guys have nothing cool. We had a choir adaptation of Jai Ho, which is a song from Slumdog Millionaire, which is an interesting sound.
Fuck you, Josh.
It was all, that
Because
song
it's
was
such
also
a fucking
because
dick.
the orchestra
And Chris is.
played that song
Didn't I
out there
kill?
for
Oh wait, no, I
exact
killed
same
him over
years. It
there.
was like,
Wait,
are
Chris
these
is
the percussion
getting
part to
good.
this?
This is our
Definitely
podcast.
professional.
This isn't even Resident Evil anymore. This is a podcast with our fifth member being Emery's angst.
With another percussion person who was in marching band with me. That also
Whoa,
happened
I
to
just
be in
received a
choir.
message from our pal Chris.
What does it say?
Let's find out.
Does it say...
I'm not repeating that!
Let me see it.
What does it say?
I'm not repeating it on the air.
Oh no!
This is fucking...
Yeah, no.
Can you see why I'm not repeating that on the air?
It's just a picture of Jack, and it says, "When you are dumb, haha lol," getting pwned gangweed style, and has a picture of Chris as the Joker.
Lighter.
I like your comment, Emery. Accurate imitation of how violins sound. That's true.
I don't need shotgun anymore.
Hey, Josh.
I don't even need a dagger.
You don't even need anything, you fucking loser.
If I can't shoot them, then I'm just gonna run.
That's fair.
You can't run from some of them.
Josh, that's not a good thing to talk about minorities.
Okay, I will bring a shotgun.
Jack, Josh, we can't go to a rally without our guns.
I'll just run past
Should I
Trump
s-
supporters who are trying to...
When was the last time I saved?
Probably like 2 minutes ago. Just 2 minutes too
It's
fucking
been a little bit. You should
If you
probably
can't remember,
save.
you need to save, dude.
Oh, I just have a bad memory when it comes to saving.
I mean, I have a bad memory, but it's because my brain is soft. Because I'm in love with you?
Okay, look, so at this point, I don't really care that much because I'm not gonna finish this tonight.
Here, I'll play.
No,
I'll play.
no,
Let me play.
no,
Let me play.
no.
I'll grab your arm here.
Do not grab my arm. Do not let go. Let go of my arm.
Do not let go? Okay, I won't.
Let go of my arm.
Okay.
Stop!
Does it hurt?
Stop!
Would it hurt if I pulled
Stop!
it out?
Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't!
Would it hurt?
Do not!
Would it hurt if I pulled it out?
Oh, some.
Leave it in or pull it out, Josh. It's an arrow.
Yeet.
I got
Do
sure
more,
arm.
it'll hurt you more.
Yeet. Yeet.
You want to take that bet?
I do.
Yeet. Yeet. Yeet.
Yeet.
Josh and I are just standing
What's
each other's
like?
I have more, so I'm not afraid to lose it.
What's that?
It won't hurt me as much because there's less.
Doppler effect?
No, no. No, like, it's practice.
It would hurt so much.
It's like the ululation, something like that. Like,
You guys want to
I like Doppler. That's
Guys, let's stream this at a later date in
That's
6
like a
months.
Ambulance.
no.
Don't worry, I will.
I can do some bitch ass Doppler, you know.
I don't. I
Let's
just
quit.
need. What?
I need to go home and take a shit.
I need to go home too, probably, and sleep. But also, I'm just gonna go get the music without using any weapons. Watch,
I believe in you.
and then I'll go play the piano real fast.
This is a no-hit run. Watch.
Oh yeah, I remember the music part.
Yeet.
now.
Yeet. Haha.
Josh, do you remember Alana?
Yeah.
Yolana Unana.
Randomly saw her at Best Buy while I
Oh,
was
Nick.
buying something there. She works there now. But I don't think she recognized me.
Guess
and
who I
felt
saw at
it
the
felt
drive-thru
too
at
awkward
McDonald's.
for me to say
What?
anything.
Nothing
to her.
what?
Yeah, you waved your dick
It
through
was
the window.
weird.
I did. Who'd you see?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Me?
No.
Garrett.
No.
Is it someone that I know?
Yes.
Is it someone
Someone that you knew quite well.
Was
And it was really awkward.
My girlfriend?
Yeah.
Which one?
Recent.
Oh, how'd that go?
Awkward.
Oh, okay. Did you guys try to talk at all, or was it just like...
A little
Or
bit.
did you just screech at her like a monkey?
Well, I do that to everyone.
Oh wait, now I am going across so that I can
Yeah,
get the
some
music.
trash monkeys in the back here.
Garrett, can you stop talking about Fat Albert?
Do not.
Oh no. Just because they all live in
I don't
They
need
live in
any
a
weapons.
junkyard! Fat Albert's like, hey, we live in a junkyard. Look at Rudy. He lives in trash.
I don't need any.
Fat Albert, you got NT.
No trash.
See, the only criticism I had of the live-action Fat Albert movie
Is it was not long enough. We need
was
more.
that
we need a sequel.
Yeah.
was
It should be about Fat Albert visiting Bill Cosby in jail and being like, "You got arrested? What the fuck?" And Bill's like, "I'm sorry, Albert. I didn't actually do it. I paid him off."
no, how the guitar he finds in the trash yard is in far too good condition.
Garrett, can you shut the fuck up?
Pickups wouldn't have made it.
Hey, Rudy, where the fuck did you find that guitar? Why don't you shut up, Albert? You got NC. No guitar.
Guitar.
Shut up.
Settlements of
Guitar.
Gatan.
Fat Albert, you got NG. New grounds.
So much porn, Rudy.
Rudy, there's so much porn on here. They had to move on all the shadbase.net,
Still don't
Rudy.
need any weapons.
What's that supposed to mean?
It is necessary.
Why the fuck are people calling out Shadman, Rudy?
He draws porn, Albert.
Yeah, but I like it.
I think Fat Albert like Shadman.
I still really like the idea of them bringing back the Fat Albert show, and it still has Bill Cosby in it, but he's in prison
With Jared Fogle.
But there's no like.
I'm glad no one called me out on that one.
But there's like no direct like mention of him being in prison. Does like conversation things, but he's obviously in prison.
No, a really good one would be, the episode is about, Fat Albert and the gang learning about consensual sex, and every time they point out that rape isn't okay, they just look at the screen for like a really prolonged time. I'd say you reboot Fat Albert.
Hey, Bill Cosby.
They already had one rape episode.
Yeah, that's where Fat Albert bends Rudy over and takes his anal virginity.
No, it's actually in prison.
Yeah, Fat Albert says, hey, don't rape me.
You got it, Josh.
Oh no.
But I heard gunshots.
What?
Fat Albert, you
I
can't
heard
sex with me.
gunshots.
You got NC. No condom.
Well, yeah, I did.
Come on.
But
Eat a bunch of lettuce.
but don't worry, I'm going back with no gunshots because I don't got no ammo.
There's a messaging.
Wait, where'd that guy go? There's a guy. Oh. The first time I played this,
You got really fucking horny when you saw the
Jesus,
guys.
who's it?
Josh, look at
Move out of the way of the cameraman. You're in shot.
when I first played this game, I walked into this room after fighting a big snake guy, and there's just a zombie, like a regular zombie standing right there. I was like freaking out because of the snake fight and stuff. And so I had my grenade launcher. And so I just like stood right behind him and the grenade launched him in the back. It was funny.
Grenade back bounces back and kills you.
That's not how grenade launchers work in video games.
Yeah, they're supposed to launch grenades. Like a
What is that sound?
The sprinklers.
Yeah. Oh.
This door is open.
Oh, that's the guy. You're right.
Yeah, it's the man. He looks at you and says, "Ha, you've." I was doing a Baldy voice there. You've run into one of my traps. Now all you need to do is get out of here.
I'm gonna have to run past a crimson head.
A crimson head.
I believe you, Josh.
Oh wait, do I have? I'm just using all my. I'm taking hits and using just a bunch of healing items.
You don't need those.
I don't. This is how you speedrun a game.
Hey Jack, let's do a roleplay.
Alright.
I don't know what to do it of. You pick.
No. I'm horrible at coming up with topics for RP.
Let's do. I'll be a school teacher who's Baldy from Baldy's Basics because I played that game and it's shit. And
I'm not role-playing Baldi's Basics with you.
fine. You can be Freddy Fazbear.
I'm not role-playing Five Nights at Freddy's with you.
You can be Sans.
I'm not role-playing Undertale.
What are you role-playing then? Why are you on this server, dude?
Because I like listening.
Fine.
I like lurking.
I like jacking off and putting in my cringe comp. All right, Jack. We'll
Play
play.
the piano really fast.
Play the piano, Josh, really fast.
I can't until I make the music.
You are a dinosaur.
But I
Jack.
thought there was ammo in here.
Okay, that's enough. We're over.
I'll be okay. Stop playing this game after I play the piano.
Emery, thank you so much for grilling Josh. I really appreciate it. He deserves it. All right, Jack. Okay. Let's go over the whole thing of food products. So.
Oh wait, no, I forgot the thing.
What thing?
I love that food product.
Oh well, I'll just play it.
So earlier today, I came up with a concept for a new Heinz product.
Wait, we should listen to this.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll turn it up.
Okay, thank you.
Well, good song.
Bing,
Continue
bing.
talking. What would you do if Crazy Frog held you down and said bang
Alright,
bang
game
in your
audio.
face?
Moonlight Sonata.
Yep.
Keep on moving my mic far away.
Do you throw this mic? Alright, what were we talking
When you
about?
play as Chris, you can't play the piano because you're dumb and got big man fingers.
We were
You have to
talking
have
about
Rebecca play it for you.
We were talking about Heinz products. I think a new Heinz product should be a new kind of mayonnaise where they whip the egg whites and so it's a thick gelatinous texture. They just call it Daddy's Cummies. There's nothing better than a wiener covered in Daddy's Cummies.
Stop.
Did you realize you're the only person listening now is Emer?
Yeah, but Garrett's also listening to
Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone!
me creeping into your DMs.
Just made it, Josh. It's kind of nice how there's a little lag with the capture. It's like getting an action replay.
Okay, now.
Dude, did you just get the Fire Emblem?
Yeah.
You died already, dude. Let me go home.
Well, we can go home. I
Go
played
save.
the song.
Go
I'm not gonna
save.
save yet. I have to go switch the two little things. Get the key, and then I'll.
And then after that, you'll be like,
I want to keep playing because I love Resident Evil.
Whoa.
This is Capcom's dick.
This
is such a good game.
That guy's a piece of shit.
I love Mega Man, but this is so much better.
You talking about me?
dude, yeah. I was talking about how you like this game.
Yeah. I do. You're right.
Just like you love Daddy's Cummies on a hot summer day.
Oh, what's this? Oh, Trevor, this guy. His name's not Trevor. His name's like John Trevor or something like that. He's the guy who owns the mansion. Well, he's supposed to own the mansion. No, I put the wrong one.
Oh.
Speedrun guy. Yeah, I think the Fire Emblem. Okay.
Should post this on the speed run. We'll be like 300th. We've now hit like the 2-hour, 40-minute mark.
Okay. Was there really not any ammo in this room? I thought there was.
Nope.
Not for you.
Now go back into the room with the Daisy Red
Listening
Rider.
back to me making fun of you for sucking Capcom's dick. It doesn't even sound like it's me, and it's great.
I will suck Capcom's dick. Like, if Capcom had a dick, I'd suck it so hard.
Stop. That's
What?
a castle in Germany.
There's something right in the corner. It says,
Is it
fuck my ass.
No. That's like a famous castle in Germany.
It's commemorating this mansion game.
It's not that mansion. That's a castle in Germany.
It's commemorating Steve Trevor.
We had that in the photo in our German classroom.
Nope, fuck you. Ah, this guy.
Jukes.
This guy just doesn't know what he's doing.
Like, it's probably really loud and annoying on the capture. The clicking that you're doing.
What clicking?
You know what you're doing. You're pulling the cord holder off and then popping it back
My
on the
name is
stand.
Garrett. I
Wait,
fucking
do
my
it
dad.
again. Wait, shh. Yeah, that shows up on every microphone.
That I got away with saying Garrett loves fucking his dad. No one called me out, so it's canon.
Nick, do it one more time.
No thanks. Like this? This? Like this? No, I can't do it. Fuck.
That actually.
No, not that one.
Last time, Jack. Last time. Ready?
Yeah, that shows up on every microphone.
My name is Garrett Huff Faker. I pick up a baby and I shake her. Garrett, why would you say that live on this stream? This is gonna be used against you when you're trying to get a new job, right, Garrett?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Because
They were originally on the table.
Okay, this is a key that you get to fight Eon. Which I could totally do with no ammo. But I won't. You guys are idiots. And you're like, oh, I can't handle it, it's too scary.
I can't handle
I can't
Oh fuck, I forgot
handle
about
it.
this guy. Fuck!
It's too scary.
I forgot about my buddy.
You're live, though.
Yeah.
My name is Brett
Oh, there's
Hucker.
another.
And I set up streams for my friends, even though
Oh,
they're
no.
assholes.
And I have to stay like an hour after the stream finished to put everything away.
Well, let's end it now. Hey Josh, I'm gonna choke you to
Oh
death.
fuck,
Yeah, we did say that we would end the stream next time you died.
Yep.
Well, thanks for watching, fellas.
It was
Tune in next
nice
time.
while it
In
lasted.
7 months.
Yeah.
Why did you break your phone camera?
I broke it a long time ago. Do you want to see how the screen pops out sometimes?
Hell yes.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, see, there you go.
Bye, everybody.
Mine just kind of broken.
Oh wow, look at that. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Bye,
more.
bye.
Oh, snap screen. Fuck.